Please.
You ready to kill Gwyn? You think you can handle it?
Fuck, bro. Probably.
You know what's sad? If I had any money in the bank, which I don't, if I had any money right now, I would bet it all that it would that it will take us less times to kill Gwyn than it was to kill Manos.
Oh, I'm sure you're correct. All right, that's done. That's done. Let's actually get the game turned on.
Dunzos. Dun McDonerton.
Dunzos.
Nick Dunzos. Donner McDunton.
Nick Dunzos?
Sure. Is that like Jeff Dunzos?
Ugh.
Yeah, I know. Still bald.
Can I get a preview of this? Is that possible? Preview editor? What?
Bro, I was excited when I found out that I could use a snipping tool. You are really asking the wrong guy.
Well, let's hope it works. Is the game on the screen?
No.
I just had to click on it. Sick!
Oh, that weirded me out. It actually said A, like, on an Xbox controller, and I was like, I don't want to play this on an Xbox controller.
I don't want it, Dad.
Please.
You can't
My main attack is with the smallest button on the entire controller. I think I'm good.
You can't make me. Except, I need to fix my camera.
Do you want me to run around while you do that?
No, I just need to tilty.
I mean, listen, I think that I tend to tilt more than you do.
Ah, yeah, you really do.
I do. I recognize.
Oh, by the way, that video you sent of that dude just getting, like, bumfucked here hurt me.
Just that dude who's like, oh my god, he's so hard to beat. I don't understand his sweeping attacks. Oh! And you're just like, dude, we were wearing the same armor as you. You just suck at dodging. Like, at best, you suck at dodging.
Also, grab a better weapon instead of your fucking pitchfork.
What's wrong with the pitchfork? Like, that's the one thing I will give credit to these games. You can kill any boss with your fists if you try hard enough.
So, where's this dude that's
I'll
supposed
look up dude.
Oh, I'm gonna go get this shiny back here that we don't need for any purpose.
You mean the one that is almost guaranteed to be led to a trap?
No, there's just dogs.
I like dogs.
I like dogs.
That was it. It's just dogs.
Dogs, souls, prepare to die.
I'm sure he's like up here on the cliff.
Archer.
I bet he's up here on the cliff.
Sure. If there's a ladder.
There is a ladder. Remember we had to climb down it?
No.
Well.
Who's asking?
Me?
Okay.
Pupperoonie. Okay, I bet he's up here on the cliff.
Almost a stranger.
I will kill these dogs instead of running past them this time, though. Fuck you. Where's your brethren? Goodbye. Well, if he's not, like, right here, I'm not going down there without him, so... He is not right here. Alright, plunging attack, go! Alright.
Player wins at least once in the area. Will ask player if he's any help. Where are you?
I don't need to die first, do I?
No, you already went in there.
Yeah, but do I need to have done it after we got the little ching-chang thing?
Is that really the wording you want to use?
It was a necklace, right? The little ching-chang?
Yeah,
my chain.
I meant the ching-chang. Go.
Is it not this guy? Bitch.
Let's see.
Stairs opposite the Battle of Stoicism?
Hang on.
The fuck is the Battle of Stoicism? Is that just supposed to be this?
Yeah, it's that.
That's stupid.
I love how they just say, after you find him by unlocking his room using the crest key. That is the best description.
Okay, so it's not this one. Let me see what's... I don't remember there being a door up here. I don't think there was anything up here, actually. A giant stone penis.
Penis?
Limp, penis.
Yeah.
Oh, it's this.
Okay, I was like, yeah, you are indeed heading in the same direction.
Remember, because we heard the sound?
Oh, yeah, huh.
And you're like, I bet there's like a blacksmith in there.
Yeah, my guess is a blacksmith. I mean, he's doing blacksmithy things.
Hi.
Stab him.
Dude, I'm so tempted.
Visitor, have we? Thou must be the one who
Bro.
freed Artorias. That old friend he was. Thanks to thee, he left this world with honor intact.
It's Andre the Giant.
Here I am.
Like, that's his voice.
And blind. Of little help to thee, I'm afraid.
You keep saying that word. I do not think it means what you think it means.
Dragons, we knights, exhilaration, foul of our twilight. There's very little good as a dawn, but I'm lucky to...
Okay.
Farewell, human.
Did you attack this bitch? Please tell me you attacked him. Please tell me.
No, he fell. Like a dipshit. I mean...
No,
okay.
He could have got invaded, I guess. Okay, I think we do have to go, like...
Die.
I don't know if we have to die.
No, you don't. You just have to go down there and, like... You basically
See
have
it
to
breathe
spawn
fire?
Yeah, that one.
Which I think we can just do by, like, climbing down the ladder and then running out and climbing back up the ladder.
Almost assuredly so.
I don't think we have to die. Doo-doo-doo! Hey, Oreki-san! Welcome. You have not seen that, so you have no idea what the fuck I just did.
I mean, I like Studio Ghibli movies, too.
Well, it's not Studio Ghibli, but...
Totoro. I don't know what you're talking
Nope. It sounded like it. I did not say Totoro. I said Too-doo.
Alright. Which
Too-doo.
what is this from?
It is from a show called Steins Gate.
Okay. I was going to say, no, I have not seen Steins Gate yet.
It is really good. You would actually probably love the shit out of it and ask way too many questions while it was playing.
Pick an anime that I wouldn't ask too many questions about while it's playing.
Okay, so, like, I know you, and, like, you normally talk a lot during shows, which is fine. I just make that an expectation when I'm watching anything with you. This show would probably actively confuse you to the point that you would just ask openly a lot of questions.
Sure.
And most of them get answered.
I don't feel like you are confident in that statement you just made.
They get answered if you are able to deduce the answer.
Ah.
The show involves time shit, and so, I mean, when it involves time,
make
like...
of it as you may.
Yeah.
Yeah. But do you know what Mayushi Desu?
That's the character that says, doo-doo-doo. Well, Mayushi is the character that says doo-doo-doo. Desu means me.
Gotcha. At least I feel a little more validated because I know that Chuan also talks during shows.
There is a fantastic clip of me, like, having a realization of something in that show. I can't explain it to you because it is probably the biggest spoiler in the whole show.
Huh. That's the first time I think I've ever heard you say that. I don't think this worked yet. Maybe you have to walk out there a bit?
I did.
No, farther.
I'm gonna climb down there and immediately get torched.
Yeah, perfect.
God damn it.
I mean, what does it matter? Gonna add a whole 5-minute chicken meat.
Man, bro, I wish I knew how to speed drop.
Dude, I've been asking that this whole
I don't think we
fucking
can. It either has to do with our weight in terms of our armor,
That
or it's
makes
not,
even less sense.
or it's not something that you're able to do.
I think I would actually, I would honestly take a damage, like I'd be willing to take damage from riding all the way down and getting hurt when I landed at the bottom. I would actively accept that.
That should have been far enough. That's where the things were. There it is.
You gonna die?
Let me in.
You gonna learn today?
Let me in.
Hey, look.
All right, we made it.
Lightning or fire or whatever. Did you ever decide what it was?
Dark lightning fire.
Yeah, that's right. Dark lightning fire. That's my favorite Pokemon type.
Fucking ladder bosses.
The best thing about one of the speed runs for Bloodborne involves a guy showcasing every ladder he can find along the way.
Fuck you.
And I've been hoping ever since that he does a ladder run, where it's just like climb every ladder in the game in a speed run, just to be a prick.
I mean, you probably end up wood climbing most of the ladders in a 100% speed run.
I mean, you do climb a lot of them, just not all of them.
Say, because I watched the 32-minute speed run of just getting to and killing Murgo's wet nurse.
You still take a lot of ladders. Like the game,
I think it's 3.
Yeah.
I guess that might be a lot. But.
I think in his run he had 9. So and that's 100%ing. So even then it's not that much. And that speed run is 15 minutes longer.
Okay.
So I feel like at that point 5 minutes of that 15 minutes is just him climbing ladders.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna send you on a fetch quest, fetch some lightning fire, dark, and then go back and report to the guy what you saw, and then he'll give you an arrow to the face of the dragon. Can we rephrase that of he will give the dragon an arrow to the face?
Nope, you.
Damn it.
You'll block.
Also, did he say he's blind?
Probably.
Tomorrow, the black dragon posing the duress?
Yeah.
Yes. I thought as much.
You want to help a bitch?
He's called Kalameet. Ferocious dragon indeed. Even mighty Anna Londo dared not provoke his ire. I see little good coming from this, but my intent is to persevere to the bitter end.
I kind
Yes.
Good. What is bravery without
It's a hell of a bow.
dash of recklessness?
Yeah.
I've taken a liking to thee, and I owe thee much for thy service to Artorias. Now, watch and see how Golf hunts dragon.
I just want to watch the auditions for this fucking voice actor, and everybody else who tried out for this position.
I was really hoping that instead of the bow, he was just gonna fucking chunk a rock at it.
I was hoping it was going to be one of the dung piles that he sells. Yes, he's blind. That implies to me that he is indeed blind.
Well, he said he was blind.
And what I'm saying is, I didn't read that text. I didn't remember it, so. I don't ever want to restring that bow. God, what do you think the strength on that?
More than you can get in this game.
Get fucked, nerd.
Are you sure you even need me, buddy?
No, he doesn't.
Why am I fighting this thing when you just,
Because he doesn't care.
Yes. A true shot.
So now do I hit him?
That kind of was a crit.
That back will be grounded for a good spell. The rest is in thine hands.
That's all up to you, bro. You do whatever you want. I ain't gonna judge you. Andre Slayer.
I was like, except for Andre, right?
Knighthood's highest calling.
It's because he's the one non-annoying character in this game. Maybe Solaire's not annoying. Maybe.
No, I found Solaire annoying,
I was
actually.
gonna say, that's the only other one. Whereas, when you...
No, you want to know who's the least annoying character in this game?
Oh, it's the Firekeeper, because she doesn't talk.
Specifically...
The one in Firelink Shrine.
No, because she does talk. When you restore her to life, she thanks you and then also apologizes for speaking at all.
That's
no,
right.
it is freaking Quailag's sister. Because she doesn't talk at all. Because the other Firekeeper that you meet also talks. Because after you bash up fake bitch, she's all pissed at you.
Yeah, that's right. No, she talks even when you show up.
Yeah.
She's like, hey, what up, bitch? You lost? Go there. Stop being lost, bitch.
You're like, bitch?
And then she gets mad because you kill her, bitch. That was kind of a shame.
Yeah. And then her bonfire goes out, and you still get teleported to it, which is really annoying.
That is the most annoying thing.
So he should just be down in this arena, yeah?
Yeah, hopefully.
Oh, yeah, there's boss fog there now, so...
Oh, God, look at how that's rendered. That looks not super good.
Weird.
It's like, we clearly had to put a top on this gate just because we knew that there was going to be a boss wall here. Dude didn't make it all the way to the touch screen of the fog wall without getting hit by some poison. Or bleed, or whichever one it is.
So is bro just down there?
Likely. Just plunging attack him right now.
Well, you know, if I could see him, I totally would,
Yeah,
but
you would.
I don't see him, so...
That'd be worth it.
I thought that little stream was his tail
Me
for
too.
a second, but...
Me too. I mean, he ain't flying no more, so no reason to look up.
Well, I was seeing if maybe he's, like, on the wall.
That'd be bad, because then you're fighting a spider dragon, and nobody wants to fight a spider dragon. He walks up and just eats you off the ladder, so you have to learn how to fast drop.
No.
Oh, man.
I am curious, like, where he shows up at, though.
Probably on the other side. There he is.
Hi, buddy!
I don't see an arrow sticking out of you, bro.
That's some shit! That's so much easier than your fucking, I'm gonna cover the whole goddamn place.
The goddamn.
Ow.
Huh. He actually knows how to hit.
I need a dodge. Oh.
You didn't do a good job of any of that.
I mean...
That thing you said you were gonna do, you did a really
Well,
good
you know,
job.
I was still in the middle of drinking, so fuck you! Let me stand up, you piece of shit! Fuck you! Am I dead? Yeah, okay. Here you go.
Alright. That flying animation was terrible.
He can't fly.
Oh my god, that was great. Alright, Alright, so up here? Up here, and then once I find the weird, like, fight room.
And then go to your right.
To the right. This corpse is just gonna stay here forever. Can't get
Did you not want to touch it? Like,
Oh no, I accidentally pressed the button.
nope. Nope. Where the fuck? Turn the fuck around. Straight ahead. Right towards that.
You can tell that I'm great with maps.
You're
right?
so good with directions.
I'm the best. Listen, I have to get lost a couple of times to find anything in town. And honestly, in this game, you've been playing it for, like, let's say we've put 15 hours into this game. You've played 12 and a half of it to 13 of it.
That's true.
Like, I've had you run every single area, specifically because I have actually played this game before. So, like...
Fuck you.
I have not had any reason to remember anything, and this is my first time doing the DLC.
Yeah, you good.
That's also no excuse for all the times that I do actually suck at remembering maps. That's just me sucking at maps. Don't get me to that. God, the sword is just like of a fuck off size. Okay, come on. What's the button? What's the button?
Bruh.
I want to find it. I've been wanting to find that button this whole time.
Turns out one of your starting characters... No. Turns out one of your starting options instead of the master
What
key...
died?
I don't know. Your will to live.
I mean...
Turns out one of the
Souls or
starting
just in
options
2020?
instead of the master key is the option to speed drop down ladders.
Oh, God. Can I walk onto you yet? Thanks.
Hit him.
Well, I'm trying to get to... It's a bad decision. I learned something new today.
Hit him.
Did not go as well as I wanted. I'm one-handed.
Stop that.
Oh! Well, that was a neat trick.
Man, that sweep move is so bullshit.
Huh. I thought I touched that. Shame. Don't do it again! Ooh, 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 hey! Take this to the face.
He is. So are you, but...
He doesn't do that. Ow! Ow!
That was some shit, man. That looked ass.
Ah! What just happened?
He like did a weird flying charge at you. Now he's gonna land on you.
No, he's not. You're an annoying little bastard, aren't you? Don't you fucking do it again. Ow. I guess I deserve that. What the fuck?
That was cute.
That wasn't great for me, though.
It takes us forever to stand up from his everything.
No kidding.
Light hits are way better.
Yeah, they are. I noticed that.
Well, that had shorter range than I expected.
What you doing? Okay, you're over there. What are you doing?
Breathing fire again.
Are we certain? Have we made a consensus on it?
I'm just gonna say that it's dark fire, okay? It doesn't crackle like lightning, so... Alright.
I was waiting to do that, but the problem was the angle was always bad.
Maybe one more? Wrong direction, buddy.
I noticed that. I thought he was going to do the... Thank God for standing up iframes on it. Okay. Yep.
I mean, yeah, welcome to what he did to me.
Yep, I agree. I totally agree. Let me just do one of these real quick. Excuse me. Ow.
One more. Damn it.
What's that? Oh, no! He's going to heal.
At least we got to see it, I guess.
What is that?
I don't know. You take more damage now. Hit him. Stab him right in his dick.
Okay. Well, that was... We found one of the annoying bosses in the game, or one of the, like, semi-difficult bosses in the game.
Calamity
ring
ring.
of... I don't care.
He was also supposed to drop a weapon. I feel cheated.
Maybe we can turn his soul into it? I don't know.
I don't know. We get his soul? There it is. What is this ring?
I don't know. What does it do? Probably in the bottom.
Received up.
Well, hold on. Read it. Read it. I bet you there's more to it. Huh.
Nope. Just sucks.
Well, it's probably like, oh, you want to try challenge mode in New Game Plus?
Alright, just Gwyn left.
Well, there we are. Did you feel accomplished yet?
I guess. I mean, I'll get to say that I've, like, played and smashed this game into a bunch of pieces. I get to be someone who has an opinion on Dark Souls.
Do you feel good about that, though? Like, does that help you sometimes?
Fuck, bro, I don't know.
Oh, sorry, I forgot about this part. I should have thought about killing these guys.
Oh, damn it. Come here. Thanks.
It still reminds me of Bloodborne, how it's like, at the end you have, like, rat dogs. And now instead of crow dogs, it's rat dogs.
And just because I'm gonna burn all of those, like, consumables.
All of them?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Like, just fucking all of them. And then just get as whatever levels we can. Got a guess on the final count we'll be at?
I'm gonna say 350. Oh, wait, no, we had plus 70,000. I'm gonna say 450. 450,000.
Oh, I was like, what the fuck? Sanctuary you already in?
I think I highballed, but I don't care anymore. Hey, Gwyn, I took your son's soul.
And then I crushed it in my fist.
I thought that guy was actually coming up to attack you. The ever-loving fuck was that?
Oh, good. I'm glad that's still happening.
Should we, like, go to a different area to crush all these?
Nope.
Okay. What's up, brother guy?
You know, it would be interesting if there was an interaction of like crushing Gwendolyn's soul in front of Gwyn.
That would be so awesome if it was like,
so
he aggro's more now or something.
You know how you're talking about there's ways to make the bosses in Dark Souls 2 easier?
Yeah.
And one of the things that I said was I'd like to see instead ways to make them harder.
Yeah. That would be one way.
That would be a way, is you have to have killed Gwendolyn, and then you go into, you know, Gwyn's arena and crush Gwendolyn's soul, and that activates hard mode. That
would be sick. Like, the music changes and everything, and it just, like, completely changes the fight. That would be awesome. Yeah, so at this point, in case you just missed it, we are crushing souls, because we are now done with everything except for Lord Gwyn, so, at this point,
that's it. 350. Your first guess was spot on, sir.
Huh. Neat. 350. We gonna end this at level 100 on the dot?
Yeah.
Sick.
With a 40 strength too.
Even better. All right, time to go to. I thought it was in Orlando, isn't it?
No, we have to put the
the Lord Vessel stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Well, shit. Isn't there a way to warp to the Abyss?
The Abyss, maybe, but
no,
the Lord Vessel we have to get eaten by massive Peen Boy over here.
Yeah, Kingmaker Framped or whatever.
Yeah. Like I said, Peen Boy. How do I wake him up without, like...
You think I have an answer?
Hitting him.
Roll at him? You can throw a pebble at him.
I don't have a pebble. I don't want to hit him.
Well, the game came to a standstill because asshole just was asleep.
Maybe if we reload the area.
I'd laugh so fucking hard. We'll go see if he maybe got up now. You technically reloaded the area.
Bitch ass is still asleep.
Fine. Jump in. Did that work?
Yep.
Why did that work? That should not have happened, but okay. New warp point.
Knock, knock, daddy.
I wonder if Dude Bitch is going to show up behind us now.
Call me Arthas.
I missed that part.
In Warcraft lore, Arthas gets corrupted by a weapon.
Let's see if there's a dude at the end there. Sorry, I was thinking Cassius, the man who killed Caesar. I'm intrigued if the dude shows up. He does not. Okay. There's two of those like weird penis worms.
Anyway, the prince Arthas gets corrupted by a ancient weapon. And are you guys enemies? Are you guys all of the failed dead people?
Probably.
Anywho, and
like you care.
And shows up and kills his dad.
Okay, got it.
So we just, you know, killed a whole bunch of things and showing up to kill our not dad, but might as well be.
Not dad.
Gorgeous view ahead.
I mean, it's decent enough.
Hold on. What'd you die to?
Oh, there's stuff down here, dude. Like, there's definitely enemies down here.
I don't even see
You
there.
remember those? The dark wraiths that like
I
shoot
see
up the weird shields? It's those. It's just like a bum rush of those.
I see a night boy.
Yeah, it's all the dark wraiths.
Night boy. I only see one currently.
Where's the silver knights? Whatever. I don't know. It's one of them. I thought it was dark wraiths. Who said you could live?
He did, apparently.
Tell him to fuck off. How about that?
What'd you drop?
Do you need one of those?
Do we need anything?
To kill Gwyn.
Okay.
I mean, I guess if you really want to get fancy, we could come up with something. Want to go make Smo's hammer or something?
No.
No.
Because we crushed all of our rainy day souls. Ow!
He's doing a pretty good job of fucking you up, though.
Straight up did fuck me up, actually.
You go ahead.
Okay.
You keep going until, like, I want you to fight Gwyn at least once.
Okay. Alright, well, we didn't get sent back very far. You down
yeah,
here?
but did you see the difference?
No. The souls aren't here this time?
Nope. No, keep going down. It's different than that. Something is different this time around. You have 20 Estus instead of 10.
Oh, so I do. Hey, you!
That wasn't nice.
Do I need to use one of those little skull things and curse myself? And
Oh, that'd be depressing.
that's the true grind spot there, bro.
I mean, I feel like this running point right now is the true grind spot. Right before the end of the game.
You know, I don't know if this would actually be it. These guys aren't worth that much.
Just wanted to see if you could get an angle on it.
Pretty much, yeah.
That's fair. Huh.
Well, fine. Fuck you too.
I mean, you want to just run past him? Or do you want to fight him?
I don't know. Want to you just drop off like a...
Post out like a bitch. He fucking Mario'd you, too.
He tried.
No, he did. You got stunned.
What's up, bitch?
What's up, bitch?
You're harder than some of the bosses.
Some? Some's a really interesting word you use there.
I expect him to die in 2. I was wrong. Alright, I'll just run this time.
I think you hit a shield on the first one.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah, it is officially Bo Jackson time.
Neat! Should I take off all my clothes?
On stream or in-game?
Yes.
No.
Okay.
I do not want to have to explain that to your wife.
I could take off my shirt and literally just be like, yeah, I'm naked. Just, well, no, because I'd leave the hat on.
Oh man, have you ever watched anything from the YouTube channel turned into TV show Letterkenny?
No.
Oh god, they have a moment where they have somebody.
Wow,
who,
I can literally just circumvent him.
I'll show you a video of it later, but they have a moment of like a dude who rips off his shirt, or, like takes off his shirt, but he puts his hat back on afterwards to like get into a fist fight, and they're like, "Are you fucking kidding me? What sort of fucking
Ow.
Like what kind of back-ass pageantry do we have going on where you take off your shirt but you keep your hat on?"
I need you to chill out for a second, buddy, because that was rude. You poked me in the butt and I didn't like it.
May as well just keep on running.
Fuck you.
Running. Got a leash at some fucking point. Or apparently not. Fucking damn. He's still on your ass.
This is a dead end.
I mean, that's only if you fall and die. Bring around the Rosie.
Heck yeah.
Bitch. Hey, I found the right way.
Yeah, I think I did too.
Proud of you.
I think someone died here.
No
But
way.
I bet they fell off.
Nuh-uh. No way.
Damn, bro.
His leash is fucking long. Hey, found the boss room.
Damn, bro.
I wonder if he'll go all the... Oh, fuck. Never mind. Look in front of you. Just keep going. Woohoo!
I'm gonna need all of you to piss off. Fuck.
All y'all bitches.
Fuck you. Hi.
There you are.
Ow. How much damage do I do to you? You tried to grab me. Don't.
You did. And he will continue to try to grab you. I like how the guys in the background are still trying to break into
Are we just gonna swing our dicks at one another until one of us falls?
Yeah, unless he tries to do that.
Yeah, I was out of stamina, so. Thanks. I'm gonna drink now. Thanks. I'm gonna drink now.
I wonder why they call it drink tanking.
Ow. Hang on. I'm gonna drink now. Alright. Aw, you bitch. I'm gonna drink now. Alright!
Hey! You did it! You're the final boss. Now you have a decision to make.
Which is?
You gotta go touch the fire thing.
This
Yeah,
one?
that thing.
It's like a bunch of ash around here.
Well, yeah. Duh.
Link the fire!
Oh, did they not even give us the option? Interesting. Oh, I guess because we didn't find the other guy. Beast Boy's brother.
Oh.
Because you have an option to either continue doing what you're doing, which is reigniting the fire, or you can snuff it out.
Ah.
And, yep, the end of the game is still you dying. So thematic. So you are rekindling the first flame.
Yay me?
Yeah, you did the thing. You beat the game. Woo!
This game sucks. like this game sucks.
Good job. You're officially allowed to have an opinion on this game now. Hey, dude, new game plus time. You ready?
I have all of my gear and everything. I even still have my 14 flasks. Yay.
You proud of yourself?
I guess.
So, you have a show known as First Impressions.
What
about Final Impressions?
I have a plan for a show called Final Impressions.
I'm asking you, what are your final impressions of this classic of a game?
Hang on just a second, actually. Like, if we're doing, like, impromptu...
Uh-huh.
I need to...
I was gonna laugh so hard if you actually had, like, a script ready. Of, like, no, seriously, hang on, I wrote this today.
I don't have a script ready. But I had been trying to, like, break down how I would, like, detail games. Like, gameplay, visuals, sound and music, optimization, world and story, flow and pacing, opening, ending, and some floating categories.
Sure.
So, gameplay is pretty...
okay, I think it's aged.
Here's what I will say about this game, okay? After we played Bloodborne first, and Bloodborne was really... actually, I played Demon Souls first, back when that first came out. Bloodborne was the first one we played on this show. This game would be so much better if it was just balanced a little bit harder. Because everything just wants to... How did you describe it? You're like a bunch of level 1 D&D characters playing Haymaker with one another?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, we literally killed a boss in 3 hits in this game. 3 hits! I think I killed half of the bosses or more on my first try.
Yeah.
So, like, if they did less damage and we did less damage to where there was more of this, like, play instead of literally just, like, whose dick can I swing faster and harder?
Well, I do have good news for you. Literally all the other games do that.
That's good.
It's just that this one, you know, being, like, kind of their... It's not their first draft, obviously, because Demon Souls is the first draft. This is their second draft, and they were clearly experimenting with, like, how to set up bosses, how to set up arenas, how to set up, like, different obstacles for you to deal with. And they did okay if you consider this as a prototype, because obviously, like, when we played Bloodborne, you had a lot of fun walking into a room and it's like, The Orphan of Kos is about to fuck my face up real hard.
It's gonna be great.
It's gonna be great. Versus, like, getting hit by 4 streams of fire by the bell gargoyles.
Yeah. So, like, that hurt the experience a lot. Also, on the gameplay side of things, I know one of the things that people like to suck this game's dick over is the interconnected world. It didn't work for me. Like, there's some pretty areas. Like, actually, most of the areas are actually pretty pretty if we bounce individuals. The game looks really good. In terms of the actual, like, textures, design, and stuff like that, I'll say a lot of the animations kind of suck. But that's probably just because it was old and animations were rough, 13 years ago. But I didn't care that I would find an elevator that would take me back to the Firelink Shrine.
I will say, I think if we were to be playing this game like late middle school, early high school, when a lot of the people who do love this game so much were playing it, I'm sure it would be very, very interesting at the time, especially with what was out at the time.
Sure.
That's not to defend it, because admittedly, as an adult who has a life and doesn't have the ability to explore for as many hours, okay, I pretend to have a life, fine, fuck.
Whatever.
But, it is not enjoyable to go walking around for hours and not find the answer to where you need to go. And looking something up online does break the gameplay.
Yeah.
So, like, thinking back on, like, when we had to curl up into the ball, pretend to be an egg, and get whisked away. You know how many people actually knew to do that? Like, that was not something that most people knew to do.
I mean, I just guessed.
Yeah.
I was like, I can get into the nest? What happens?
Yeah, exactly.
Next on my little listy-do here is optimization. No, sound and music. Music's good. Most of the sound is good. There's some really awkward sound effects in there that you're just like, that...
You mean like the sound of an old man getting hit and an old man standing up? And yeah. That one is an especially interesting one.
Yeah. An old man dying during his final orgasm? Yeah,
exactly.
Right.
Versus, like, when you die in Bloodborne and, like, your character gives off, like, a shriek of, like, oh god, I'm dead.
Optimization, game ran fine. World and story. World is cool. Story is...
It's as much as you want it to be.
I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
No, that's not even true. It's not even as much as I want it to be. It's nowhere close to what I want it to be. Like,
what I'm saying is, like,
it has
you can dig into it and find a bunch, but, like, it also doesn't matter.
It's not, it doesn't hook me at all. Because, for instance, like, it has about as much storytelling as Bloodborne does.
Sure.
Like, Bloodborne has slightly more because it has just a few more little cutscene giblets here and there, but it doesn't have a lot more. But Bloodborne, maybe just because of the way it's designed or because
the
aesthetic or something, intrigued me way more than this does at all. It maybe just because this is such just generic high fantasy.
I think part of it is that it does feel like you're unraveling a mystery the way that Bloodborne goes. And, like, the deeper you go, the more things you unravel, and, like, things start to change the farther you progress. Whereas, like, in this game, it's like, go ring the bells. Cool, you rang the bells, go kill the big guy. Or go kill the 4 guys, then kill the big guy. And, like, you just kind of do what they tell you to do, and it doesn't hold the same kind of sway as, like, you kill a giant spider, and then all of a sudden... the night, like, the moon sets and things get worse outside. What the fuck is going on here? Mm-hmm. Like, there's something interesting to that.
Flow and pacing. It kind of... if you have any concept of where you're going, it feels okay. If you don't, it feels ass.
Yeah.
Opening and ending... I mean, you wake up in a cell and it ends with a fireball, but not like a cool fireball.
No,
like,
you're the fireball.
You're the fireball. So, like, I don't know.
You officially become the Voltorb.
Yeah, the opening would not have hooked me initially. The ending was not exciting.
Yeah.
Well,
and my view on it is still that, like. So, as a person who has listened to a lot of different types of music, there are certain musicians I do not like. I do not like David Bowie, I do not like Bob Dylan, and I do not like Ozzy Osbourne. But I also recognize that all 3 of those musicians have created modern music in their own way. They've all affected the music genre so much that you start to appreciate them. I kind of view that with Dark Souls, where, like, it has affected a lot of other games, it has affected gameplay, and, like, we've gotten some great games out of it because this game exists. I just don't care much for this specific game.
Sure.
That's kind of my view. I like this game more for its influence on other games, more so than this game itself.
I can get behind that.
Because, like, again, you know, Bloodborne is great. I love that game. It is so much fun to play. But, like, playing this game is nowhere near playing that game. And I know that they clearly took the downsides from Dark Souls and turned them into upsides in Bloodborne. They specifically molded that game to do that. But at the same time, it took this game to have those downsides to get that other good game.
That doesn't make this a good game, though.
I'm not arguing that. Like, I have played through... This is technically the third time I have sat down and turned on this game, like, to start over. Because the first time was actually with Brother Guy from chat. He let me borrow this game, and he just said, go have fun. I started off this game, I ran around in circles, and I didn't know where to go. And I wound up in the hole where Havel is. And I went, why is there a giant ogre in here? I'm going to fight this ogre. Oh, God! Oh, God! And he just, like, murdered me dead. And around that time, and going a bunch of different ways and not really enjoying myself, was the moment I just put the game down. I then picked it up again with a friend of the stream named Carlos, who he kind of sat down and was like, all right, I'm going to walk you through this game. But that was also playing... We started with Dark Souls 2. Then we played Bloodborne. Then we played 3. Then we played Dark Souls 1. Dark Souls 1 was the last of these games that I actually played. And now this is the third time I have picked up this game and gone, cool, alright, we're playing this. For me, if I was to sit down and play this at home, I probably would never have finished it because, well, realistically, that's exactly what happened. Zach let me borrow his game and I didn't finish it. So, like, I know if I was to play this on my own, I would not have done so. But in playing this game and playing specifically, like, Dark Souls 3, Bloodborne, Sekiro, Shadows Die Twice, those games are all amazing games, and I can go back and play Dark Souls in appreciation of those games, but I would not... If somebody was to ask me to, like, make that, you know, like, start with Dark Souls 1, then Dark Souls 2, then Dark Souls 3, it's going to be exactly why you made First Impressions.
Sure.
Where it's like, the first game is not that great. The second game is better, but not that great. The third game is great. So you just have to slog through 3 games to get, or 2 games to get to a really, really, really good game. And like, unfortunately, that's a hard sell for everybody, I would say. I mean, what is that, 80 hours, give or take? Like, ballparking here, but like, presumably 80 hours of like gameplay that you might not enjoy to do this. Yeah, that would not be fun. I also love that you chose a Maria cosplay. I can enjoy this a lot. Especially because Maria is also the doll. Unless you're doing a different Maria.
Is this already her hair?
I think she usually does the doll hair. So it's like real short and like... Here,
I know it has a ponytail in it.
I'll look it up. Yeah, it's easy.
That looks like about the right colored gray.
Maria.
Well, and that's the thing. Like, we've talked about most of the games that we expect to see on this show. Like, I think there's a couple that we haven't really went in depth on. Okay. In terms of, like, what we would expect. But in terms of, like, there's a lot of games. We intend to play through all of the entire subgenre.
Yeah.
And so with that in mind, you know, we've talked about a lot of the games of, like, what might we end up playing next? What can we expect? Stuff like that. And... with what we've talked about with Dark Souls 2, I am looking forward to that game. Like, that game sounds... I think this is the one that people use.
Right.
I am interested in that game because it seems interesting to me. Way more interesting than, like, Dark Souls 1 is. And I'm also interested in Neo. Like, if I was to choose what game we were playing next... I mean, I think The Surge is currently winning in the poll, which, speaking of, I should drop that into the chat real quick.
That would be smart. That was a really good segue you put in there, bud.
Thanks. I know. I'm so good.
Yeah, that one.
I'm just the best.
Sure.
Fuck you. What are you shaking your head for?
I mean, you did one shot Orange Scene and Smell. I will give you that. Like, that's pretty good.
I did have help.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know.
That was all you.
I don't know what I'm talking about either. There's the poll. to vote for what we're playing next. Like, I guess the Surge is a good choice, going from like high fantasy to not high fantasy,
techno-futuristic.
Yeah, and that's a reason that I am. If that one does end up winning, that is good to me.
Yeah, it's still like on the list of like livable options. But I can definitely understand wanting to play Neo. Neo does take a lot of the mechanics in this game and grow them into something more. Admittedly, I replay some games. I don't replay a lot of games. I feel like Neo, with the complexity of that game, it really rewards those who replay a lot because there's a bunch of different styles and there's a bunch of different things. But admittedly, to me, it feels overly complex, and I don't know if that's always a good thing. Some people love that. I just personally don't. You know, especially because the first time I tried playing Neo was at the same time I was playing Witcher 3. And if anybody here has played Witcher 3, the sub-menus in the combat menu are kind of annoying. And then switching over from those sub-menus to the sub-menus in Neo makes things really annoying.
Which, like, and I think that's an important difference here outside of us obviously turning on Bloodborne right now and going off, is that we do just stick to the game that we're playing. So that, because like, there are times in Bloodborne where even the week back, I'd be like, okay, how the fuck does this game work? Because I don't fucking remember.
Yep, absolutely. And that is one thing that can be a really big, you know, downside to playing some of these games like this. Luckily, you know, Bloodborne and Dark Souls pretty much have very similar controls. But, like, if the Surge has a very unique control scheme, that can actually be very difficult for us to deal with because we play this once, maybe twice a week, just in case. And I mean, realistically, every week we have to remember the controls. And sometimes that's not a big deal. Sometimes it kind of sucks. And, like, you know, there's just been limitations that we've had to deal with on that quite a bit, especially because, like, I don't know what games you have been playing in the weeks, you know, in the week between, but, like, you tend to play a lot more, like, you know, League of Legends and, like, first-person shooters and stuff like that, which the controls don't translate as well. Mm-hmm. And so, like, that can be a detriment in quite a few ways. I love that you're karate chopping this werewolf.
Right?
Also, you are doing so much. I would love for you to sit down and rewatch your first fight versus this thing.
I think I died instantly.
I'm pretty sure that you got hit twice and died. Because you tried to dodge, you tried to hit, and then, like, he just murder-fied you. But now, like, you don't even care. You're practically dancing around him. Like,
I mean, yeah, I did get caught on the table, which sucked.
Sure, but, like, whatever. Your ability in this game
you got me.
Yeah, whatever. Your ability, though, has still gotten much, much better. Which also, I think, unfortunately did affect a little bit of the Dark Souls gameplay. Was like, this game does kind of, like, lean towards aggression, and, like, it's a very smooth game. And sometimes, like, if you start doing too much in Dark Souls versus a boss, it causes lag.
Mm-hmm. Well, and that's, like, one of the things that you initially talked about. Is like, we should play Bloodborne first, because Bloodborne will teach you how to play this game.
Correct. And I still stand by that. I think that you actually, like, did a better job going through Dark Souls 1. And honestly, in some ways, I think it was actually a better motivator to get you to finish Dark Souls 1, because the realistic thing is you then knew where it was going to lead to. You knew it was going to lead to a game with, like, a lot of really solid gameplay, really smooth style, and stuff like that. So, like, no matter what, that has been something that it creates a long-term motivation instead of having to slog through 1, then 2, then 3, then Bloodborne. Like, that could be a really long time. You have to go back and teleport, I think.
Is that what I have to do?
Yeah, you have to go back to the gravestone. Oh no, I'm very excited to have him play Sekiro, especially because I remember watching his first impression of Sekiro, which was great because he's sitting there like, I am a god among men, and then somebody just turns around and hits him
shoves
with
a sword
all
right
might.
in my face.
Oh my god, that
deep-throated
was so
that blade so hard.
But now that you know the control scheme and, like, how these games flow,
that's how the executes in Sekiro.
So good.
They feel so good.
Oh, that game truly does make you feel like a badass. So when you face something stronger than you, it truly feels stronger than you. This game does a very good job of that too later on. Like, when you start killing things quickly and, like, you know, certain areas become child's play, suddenly when you get to a hard boss, you're like, wow, this thing is just a monster. I mean, literally, but, you know, it's this, like, big, beastie creature that, like, it's very difficult. And in Sekiro, it kind of feels the same way, because the main dudes feel like the NPCs in, like, Titanfall. You know, they're there just to, like, get mowed down by the hundreds. And yet, when you face one of those bosses, it's like, okay, this boss is very difficult, and I have to learn the tricks.
And that's one of the things that I liked about this.
Sekiro is far and above the best from software game in this line. Yeah, I could see that. I could see that argument. I do lean towards this game, but Sekiro is definitely also very good, especially if you, like, depending on the aesthetics you enjoy. Because, like, I do enjoy gothic horror. It is one of my preferreds. And if these guys ever did, if From Software ever did, like, a sci-fi game, I'd be super excited. Elden Ring is still probably going to be one of my favorite aesthetics, so I might lean towards that being a, you know.
Still really curious how the fuck that game's going to work.
Oh, dude, I don't know.
If it is, in fact, like the MMO Dark Souls game, but, like, it's not MMO. Yeah, open world. That's the word I was looking for. If it's a Witcher 3 of Dark Souls, that sounds weird as shit to me.
Right? Like, it does definitely seem a little bit odd. But, like, Sekiro is very good. I have a couple of real minor complaints, but none of them are that big.
Oh, you must be a hunter. And not one from around here either. I'm Gilbert, a fellow outsider. You must have had a fine time of it.
Okay, go ahead.
Yep.
I just really love his little initial sing-song.
Yeah.
Yep.
This town is cursed. Whatever.
But yeah, if we do get a Witcher 3 Dark Souls, like, I don't know how the fuck that works. It sounds interesting to me all the same.
I'm willing to try it anyways. Like, realistically, I would say, no matter what reviews there are, I'm probably bought in to buy the next 2 From Software games, even if the next one is shit.
Well, that's like kind of where I'm at with BioWare. I mean, because I really loved the Dragon Age series. I really loved the Mass Effect series. And one bad decision resulted in 2 absolutely awful games. Because
this was Anthem and what?
Mass Effect Andromeda.
Oh, okay.
Because they took their main team off of Mass Effect Andromeda, handed Mass Effect Andromeda to their very, very new amateur team up in Montreal, Canada, and then put the main team onto Anthem and didn't give them really any direction on what they were going to do with Anthem. And it resulted in both games being just shit.
Sure.
And so, like, while people are like, BioWare's dead, the fucking sucks, blah, blah, and I'm like, well, I mean, I understand. Like, yeah, both those games are trash. I bought Andromeda thinking it was going to be the next entry in Mass Effect, and while it was
not a Mass Effect game.
Bad.
It was Mass Effect Light, or it, like, had, you know, names from Mass Effect, but it wasn't, you know, BioWare's Mass Effect.
Oh, we got Pebbles back, thank God. I've never missed something so much. Yeah, no, that game was legit terrible. Like, was just bad.
Well, and for me, I was a big Bethesda fan, and, like, Fallout 4 was not really my cup of tea. Some people really liked it. It wasn't really my thing, but I could live with it. Even though Fallout 76, everybody was talking about was going to be bad, like, even the reviews early on were bad, I still bought it because I understand that I do tend to just enjoy, like, the games that they make. And I got some fun out of that game, but, like, ultimately it was still a bad game. If Elden Ring is bad, I'm still priced in to buy that. And then I would probably still buy whatever game they made after.
You know, I expect Elden Ring to be controversial because I imagine Dark Souls purists will probably shit on it.
Oh, it'll be divisive for sure. Like, there will be a major group of people who are like, this is the greatest From Software game they've ever made. And then there are other people who are like, this is not Dark Souls. This is not, you know, like, this is not the game that I'm used to. And so I don't really like it. I liked the old aesthetic, and, you know, you will see that divide. And I think a lot of it will honestly come from how many people have played these other games, you know. How many people, like, have played Neo and have played Dark Souls and have played, or, sorry, Neo, Dark Souls, Bloodborne, and then probably into a couple of the other ones. The Surge would be a fine answer to add into that. But, like, if you've played a couple of those, my guess is that you're going to be a little bit more flexible on, like, what a From Software game feels like, or a Souls-like game, or whatever you want to call it. And so I could see that being a point of contention versus those who really just like Dark Souls 1 and 3. Because that is a really common group of people as well. From Software did a good job of dividing Souls from Sekiro. I feel like that precedent might carry on to Elden Ring, minus those who say it's too hard. Yeah, that's fair. And I think that, you know, they did do a very good job of, like, separating those games. And admittedly, I do think part of that also is that game was, Activision was involved in. So I think that they would have done some things very much the same. I think there would have been a lot less dialogue, and there definitely wouldn't have been a tutorial if this was not, if that game had not been made or sponsored or what have you by Activision.
Oh, hey, buddy.
He's in your face.
Yeah, I didn't see him.
And, like, I feel like a lot of, there were, like, a ton of little decisions that made it feel much more like an Activision game, which is fine. I still enjoy that game. But I have found that that game does have a little bit less replayability for me personally, and a lot of it came from what happened at the end of Dark Souls 1 here. Was the realization that, like, what item do I care about? What is the one item in this entire game near, you know, not necessarily near the end, like, near the 3/4 of the way through line, like, what item do I want to pick up? Because once the items become boring to pick up, it does affect the gameplay quite a bit.
There was nothing in Dark Souls. Like, I went to Shinies because I was trained to do so.
Yeah.
Not because any of them mattered.
Yeah, and you were literally talking about how you didn't care about the item as you picked it up a lot of the time. You know, like, the Pavlovian response is still there. You just went to go pick it up because, well, it's a shiny. But, like, at the end of Dark Souls, we didn't need anything. There was no point. I mean, we found one item in the last, what, quarter of the game probably that mattered, which was, ironically, the one that I said was going to be the most useless, which was the Firekeeper soul in Big Hat Logan's cell.
Yeah.
During the jailbreak scene.
Yep.
Yeah. Other than that, like, there really wasn't anything else to pick up. It did never feel like there was a payoff in any way. It's on the other side. And I feel like in Sekiro, something similar happens. Once you get the base accessories for the prosthetic arm, and you can upgrade them on your own, it stops mattering up to a point what upgrade, or, like, what items you find. Because a lot of it is just, like, you know, the most impressive thing you can usually find is, like, Ungo Sugar, which boosts strength, or damage output. Like, that's like, a thing that's very useful and it's very powerful, but, like, versus in this game when sometimes you pick up an item set and you're like, wow, this is the best lightning set in the game.
Yeah,
I now
everything
have this in my arsenal.
Everything feels like it could matter outside of, like, very limited exception. Whereas everything in Dark Souls felt like it didn't matter except for very limited exception.
Mm-hmm. Which is why, which ironically is one of the reasons that, like, when we were watching, like, every time that we saw somebody else in this game with a bloodstain, almost all of them were naked.
Ow.
Literally almost every person in our last playthrough that we saw as a bloodstain was naked, because that's how people are keeping themselves entertained playing this game, which is fine. Like, playing level 1 and playing naked runs and all that, like,
nope,
all those
quite.
challenge runs are super fine. I'm not against any of them, but, like, you don't have to do a challenge run to replay Bloodborne as much.
Mm-hmm.
You can play it with multiple different styles and, like, different weapons, and you can still do that.
Well, that's like one of the things right here that we talked about. We were like, you know what? Last time we did the traditional, like, super wompy womp. Mm-hmm. What if instead we went with something a little bit more of an agile weapon? And the weapon that we ended up talking about is the
Blades of Mercy or Simon's Bowblade.
Yeah.
Those were the two weapons that we talked about, both of which are these highly dexterous attacking weapons. There are a lot of quick attacks that are, you know, a totally different playstyle than our last two runs. Because in Bloodborne, we did Kirkhammer and, not Holy Moonlight Sword, Ludwig's Holy Blade. And then in Dark Souls 1, we did the big fuck-off sword that looks like it belongs on Guts' back.
Yeah.
And so, you know, I'm hopeful. One of the things that I remember when I transitioned from Dark Souls 2 to Dark Souls 3, or from Bloodborne to Dark Souls 3, was the changeover with In Dark Souls 3, it is much, much, much easier and much more interesting to build a character who doesn't have a shield, doesn't have a big weapon, and like, you know, my build that I did when I played it for the first time, just to like see what it would be like, was doing this no shield, dual wielding bleed weapon run. And it was some of the most fun I've had playing these games, because you're just this little glass cannon. I mean, you can take off giant chunks of health, because if you hit somebody, what, 4, maybe 5 times, they get this giant bleed stack and like 60% of their health goes away or something nuts. But at the same time, you like are this glass cannon where if you get hit, you're just going to take all that damage. There's no avoiding that. And like that was more interesting to me, whereas I don't think that Dark Souls 1 really had a good way to build that in yet. And that's fine. Like they had to start somewhere and grow into it, but like Dark Souls 2 adds a little bit more to it. You can do it a little bit better. It feels smoother, especially because they added in the stance mechanic, which is as long as you have 1.5 times the base requirements of the weapons you are holding, you can use both of them at the same time as aggressive weapons instead of using one as a shield or, you know, parry mechanic. So that was something that really helped boost that game up. Like one of the things that I would love to do at some point if I ever decide to like sit down and replay Dark Souls 2 on my own is that there is a great shield build where there are 2 great shields in the game that you can dual wield. And I always thought it would be really fun to play the Dark Souls 2 with dual wielded shields. You're basically like this big tanky dude who punches, but you have these great shields to reinforce your hits. And it was always just something that was an interesting build that you couldn't do it in Dark Souls 1, you couldn't do it in Dark Souls 3, really. I don't recall there being anything like that. So it was just this totally unique thing where I was like, that's a run I would do. And, you know, those little things, I kind of like the idea that you're replaying it out of an interest in like the different ways you can play, more so than just giving yourself challenges. Because as much as I do enjoy Dark Souls, like level 1 runs. Level 1 runs are totally like fun. They're very interesting. They change the way that you play the game. But sometimes it's just cool when it's like, you know, I don't have to do a level 1 run. I can do a threaded cane run.
Yeah, I can just enjoy this game again.
Yeah.
The same way I did the first time, but it'll feel different because I used a considerably different weapon.
Yeah. Or, you know, you can say like, oh, well, it's time to, you know, try the magic weapon or something like that. And like your stats are totally built differently, which can be its own challenge. And it's also a very interesting thing because suddenly what I enjoy about doing that is you will get to see which bosses are built for which build. Because you can have some bosses where you're like, oh wow, that guy gave me a little bit of challenge in my first run. I remember dealing with him quite a bit. That was very difficult. But once I was a spellcaster, it didn't matter because I was standing in the back and he couldn't do enough damage to me without getting too close. So I could hurt him more. And so this boss is actually made very trivial by being a spellcaster. So you can tell that boss was made to challenge the melee build. And then some of the other ones are like, nope, that is too aggressive. It's like too in your face, you know. But once it starts attacking you, it has a very weak defense and it like staggers very easily. So it's probably more built for the magic build than the melee build. Which, seeing some of those little things grow is really kind of fun to me. The only real thing that I don't like about how they did this game is that, let's say there's 15 weapons.
Okay.
8 of them you will get in the starting game. 7 of them you will get
for New Game Plus.
Yeah, all for New Game Plus, and you can't do anything about that.
Yeah, because like I would actually like to use whatever the fuck Maria's weapon is called, but
Rakuyo. Yeah.
Yeah, but it is 100% not something that you are going to use
in New Game Regular.
Yeah.
That doesn't go anywhere.
Is there no item back here?
Nope.
I don't remember.
Oh.
Yeah, there is.
Okay, I thought you meant back. Sorry.
I meant just in this area.
Oh, sure. I didn't remember the Bloodstone Shard was there, so.
You good.
But, I do think it's kind of a shame that, like, you get the Rakuyo at the end, you get the Cost Parasite at the end, you get Simon's Bowblade at the end, and you get, what the heck is it called? The Gehrman's Scythe. Like,
yeah.
Those are weapons that are all really cool and have like interesting animations, and there's a little bit of weight behind them because of like how you got them. But the problem is you have to have played the regular game with the stats in mind for New Game Plus.
I realized something I need to do real quick.
And that can be a little bit...
Shit.
You're about to get attacked.
Yep, I saw that.
See? Like, that is something that can be a little bit troublesome. Where, like, the only way to really do a full-on magic run... like an Arcana run in this game is either to do the Tonitrus or to grind Chalice dungeons.
Alright, well, fuck you both, okay?
Is to go grind Chalice dungeons to go get the blood gem that turns any weapon into an arcane weapon. Those are the two ways to do it, and basically what ends up happening is one person picks their favorite weapon, they make it arcane, and then they play through the game like that, and then they come back with the cost parasite and all the broccoli head stuff that you need to be a full broccoli head monster. And that is something that I think is a little restrictive because it is kind of a shame that you can't do that. You can't like go through and play the game the first time around. Otherwise, though, I would recommend this game to literally anybody. Even though it's hard, it doesn't matter. It's enjoyable and it is rewarding to like go through and the whole point that From Software made about these games was that what they were hunting for wasn't necessarily challenge. What they were going for was that sense of achievement, the sense of defeating the quote-unquote impossible. And, that was more what they wanted out of their games, was like that sense of overcoming these great things and these sense of achievement. And I would say that this game does that in spades. It does it very well, and anybody can play this game and get an enjoyment of that. It's just that you do have to understand that dying is not the end of the game, which sometimes can be troublesome for people. Because, when you die, it sucks. It always feels bad. But unfortunately, the answer is, dying is a learning experience. And you just have to do it enough times until you figure out the answer.
You know what actually feels bad?
It's on the other side.
Okay. You know what actually feels bad?
When you learn the boss, you figure it out, and then they get like a wonky attack on you, you start over again anyways.
I mean, that yes, but that's just kind of like part of it.
Yeah.
No, what actually feels bad is counting up to 70,700 at a time.
Oh, that was so bad. Just that moment of jokingly commenting like, oh, we're going to see like 60k in souls on the ground, and then we surpassed it, and going like, well, that's demoralizing. Like, that was the one moment where I was like, I kind of wish that we would stop picking up our souls, just because you can count exactly how bad you are against this boss. Lawrence did a really good job of messing us up. Which is funny, because if you had not played the DLC, I think you would have had a completely different experience versus Gehrman. Because Gehrman's hard. Like, he truly is a difficult boss when you haven't played the DLC. But the DLC does, the whole point of those is, it's the post-game. You've already beaten the game once, you're just going to do it again now with these DLC bosses. And so they always have to step them up, which means that inadvertently, your fight versus the final boss feels much different than it did for most other players.
Oh, dick.
Don't die.
Try not to.
Oh, brother guy, I would definitely recommend, if you get a chance, play the DLC. I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna talk about, if, on rankings, because I haven't played the Dark Souls 3 DLC or the Dark Souls 1 DLC up until, this past 2 weeks. But I would say that it is extremely enjoyable, and if you enjoy the way that the boss mechanics work in this game, they push all of them to 11. And that, some of them are frustrating as hell, but it definitely builds on that sense of accomplishment. I still think the best moment in this stream so far, in terms of enjoyment of doing this, was when we killed the Orphan of Kos. I think that is still the highlight, in my opinion, of what we have done so far in this series. It's just that. I don't think there was a moment of elation that's reached that level yet.
I don't know, I was pretty fucking psyched when we killed Ludwig.
Ludwig is definitely up there, too. like both of those. But my point is, like, it's both from the DLC of this game.
Yeah.
So, like, whether you want to make the argument that it's Ludwig, whether you want to make the argument that it's Lawrence, or that you want to make the argument that it's Orphan, I don't care. Those are all from the DLC, though. Because, like, I remember you walked in and, like, walked around Murgo's wet nurse for a minute and just like, all right, I'm just going to figure out how you work for a minute. And, oh, okay, you're dead. That was weird. Like, I used up some blood vials, but, like, you're dead. Versus, like, you did not get an easy run versus any of the bosses in the DLC. I don't even think that... I think we still died to the Living Failures a few times, too.
We did.
Yeah, so, like, even, you know, what's considered, like, the joke bosses or the easy bosses, like, we still died more to those than we did the 3 final bosses of the main game.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, that is... I gotta give a lot of credit to that, because, unfortunately... One thing that happened to me in playing this that was really... Or playing Dark Souls that was really a shame last week was my one goal was I wanted to fight against Artorias because everybody talked about how good Artorias is. Like, how, you know, all the storyline implications and, like, you know, the last, like, great warrior and he's so fast. But admittedly, I think that I got hit twice by him and then he died.
And neither of the hits hurt.
No, it was not what I expected out of that fight.
I will say he had the best animations in that whole game.
Absolutely. I definitely can't argue that. But, like, there was a distinct difference involved in that. I would like you to get away from me. We don't have a lot of blood vials. With that in mind, I'm actually going to go aggro those wolves.
The wolves?
Yeah, because they tend to drop blood vials.
There's also 2 dudes that you can counter, you know,
well,
destroy down the stairs over there.
Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up this room so that I can deal with the wolves, like run the werewolves down here without having a problem and mine these on the way to the Cleric Beast. And bye, friends. Bye, friends. Oh, they're so friendly.
Nope. He don't give a shit.
Oh, he will. Boy, he gonna. Yeah, like, I was a little bit amazed that people talked about Artorias as if he was this, like, ultimate badass of badasses, when, like, realistically, the one boss in that DLC that was difficult overall was Manus.
Yeah.
And Manus wasn't... what was difficult about him was that he was one of the only bosses in the latter half of the game that could even stagger us. You know, most of the bosses in the later half of this game just were not able to stagger us at all. So because of that, you could just stand there and just not care, swipe through them, or like kind of walk around them a little bit and then drink when something came up. I mean, we saw that exact thing happen versus Gwyn. Nope. Damn it.
Wasting pebbles.
I know, I'm sorry. Sorry. Last game had X to heal. This has triangle to heal.
No, I got you. It had square
X
to
and
heal.
Y, whatever. I don't care.
I got you. I understand.
But, like, I will give credit, though.
I got Gehrman on my 3rd try? 2nd?
I don't... Yes.
It wasn't first.
It was the 2nd try.
Say, because the first time I was literally just wanting to look at him, and then I ended up getting my head cut off. And so I think it was the 2nd try that I killed him.
Yeah, which, like, that was something that I got to give a lot of credit for. That is not the easiest boss fight in the world, so, like, good on you for being able to do that in 2. Like, I fought Gehrman a hell of a lot more times than 2 when I fought him. Like, my first fight against him took quite a while. Oh, I should do that, huh?
Yeah, we actually need them now.
Oh, yeah, huh? Do we? Are you that worried about being under-leveled versus anything?
No, but, I mean, I don't like to waste, like, resources.
I mean, you're right about that. That's fair. Don't give me a hug. No hugs! No. Okay. Also, interesting note. There's 2 Cleric Beasts across the From Software series, which I didn't or 3. across the From Software series. Because
Manus is a Cleric Beast?
Manus is a Cleric Beast.
He's a Cleric Beast with spells.
And Lawrence is a Cleric Beast on fire. Like, I did not realize that that was a thing. Yeah, no, I agree. Manus is definitely interesting if you're looking at lore. Like, he weaponizes humanity, which is kind of interesting, and he's at the bottom of the abyss, which is rather interesting. But, like, for the sake of gameplay, unfortunately, I don't care about lore if your boss fight's bad. Like, if you don't have a good boss fight, I don't really care as much. Because, like, you know who does have a great boss fight that, like, the lore is interesting for? Fucking Gascoigne. Like, that little bat. Ow, stop it. Oh, you got me. Like, Gascoigne has a very... Manus, if you replay against Manus or watch a YouTube video of somebody fighting Manus...
He's a re-monster, he has a big, furry-ass left arm, and he leaps and smashes like a Cleric Beast.
The only difference is that he can cast some spells like the humanity, like, AoE attack that he does.
Yeah.
But otherwise, Manus feels exactly like fighting the Cleric Beast. Which is one of the reasons that he's actually really hard, is because he's a Dark Souls boss in a he's a Bloodborne boss in a Dark Souls game. So, like, that is one of the things that actually, like, makes him harder. So, as much as I enjoy this game, it doesn't translate as well to, you know, play against a Bloodborne boss in a Dark Souls game. Similar to how I'm sure you did the ending in Sekiro that involves the Demon of Hatred. Demon of Hatred is an amazing Dark Souls boss, and debatably an amazing Bloodborne boss. He's a terrible Sekiro boss. You can't parry him, which is the entire mechanic that the game is based off of, is like perfect blocking and parrying versus blocking and dodging, which are kind of the main mechanics that they play up in each of these games. And that boss, you really can't block. You just have to run away, which feels a lot like, I mean, hell, look at our fight versus Black Dragon Kalameet. Like, we ran away half the time. So, like, that feels very similar. And unfortunately, it creates for worse gameplay. It's one of the reasons that I think, what's his name? The Great Ape, or the Headless Ape, or whatever, is a very divisive boss in the Sekiro games, is that he is also a Dark Souls and debatably Bloodborne boss. You know, he feels much more like one of those bosses than he does a Sekiro boss, because if you're not doing the blocking mechanic, you're not really playing the game the way that most of the mechanics reward you for doing it. And so, when people fought him the first time, that's why there's a billion reaction videos out there of, you know, the first time they fight him and, like, they get the fuck kicked out of him, and then they finally get to the point of beating the boss, and then he gets back up. And that's the moment when everybody's like, oh my god, this really hard boss fight just got harder.
That's awful.
Yep, that was a great camera view. That is another unfortunate thing about these games, is that camera beasts are ridden across all the games. There's no solving the camera beast problem. Ow. I would rather you didn't do that.
Okay, you're just gonna get far enough away from me that I can't heal off of you. That's cool.
Yeah, no, I have an undying love for the quick step in this game. Like, the quick step and, like, the little side dash in this game is by far the most interesting and smoothest mechanic among all these games.
Can't move.
It's like Dark Souls has that sweet roll, and, like, that's, you know, like, the way that the rolling works in Dark Souls is still really good. I love that you can plan out your iframes and you can, like, assume where they're gonna be, which is a really interesting mechanic.
Can't see.
But when you watch this game played, it is visually beautiful to watch a player who understands how their character moves fight someone else or some creature. You know, when you that's why people love watching, you know, Lady Maria fights and Gehrman fights, and, you know, you can also do that with some of the other games. I mean, obviously people enjoy fighting Gwyn, and people enjoy fighting what is his name? Sword Saint Duchin. Like, those are the big fights in the games, because it's you testing yourself versus somebody of what is considered similar or much higher skill level than you. you know, Gascoigne in this game is one of the harder bosses just because he's a human.
Damn it.
And like,
I think that killed me. Dead.
And like the joy of, I mean, we can just go level up the weapon real quick. We have like 4 blood shards.
We don't have any souls.
How hard is it to get souls?
It's not the point. I was
That's
just
fair.
saying we don't have any.
Yeah, that's fair. I'll do one more run, and then if that doesn't work, then we'll, you know, do this. One of the other nice things is like, this is one of the only games I do actually know the map for, though, because this is one of the only games that I have not played at someone else's house or like gone through with friends over drinks or something. This is the only one so far. This and I think the next one will be. Oh no, I do own Sekiro. This Sekiro and probably soon to be Dark Souls 3 are the games that I own at home and will sit down and play on my own time. Specifically because they have they hit all the right notes. So this is actually one of the only games that I can say that I know the map at all.
I'm trying to think of what bosses in Dark Souls 1 I felt were decent.
I'm going the wrong way. So there's the stray demon at the beginning. There's the that's tough. I feel like there were some bosses that were like okay, but I never felt like we had one where it was like that was a great fight.
I don't know if there's any that I felt like were a great fight. I felt like looking at like in terms of like the exchange and the mechanics and, you know, feeling like you are doing anything akin to like a dance with the boss.
Yeah. Manus had that. Manus had some of the dance.
Manus
he was annoying, but like once we learned the dance, he had a dance.
Here's the problem though. Manus did have a dance, but the problem is that because of the way that the game worked, the mechanics and everything, Manus knew how to dance and we didn't.
That's fair.
Like, and it's not that we didn't know, it's literally our character had no idea how to dance.
Yeah. He has 2 left feet. What do you want?
Like, the closest things that I can think of are like Quelaag.
Quelaag was good. The second time fighting Quelaag, not the first time.
Yeah, Quelaag, Ceaseless Discharge.
Yep.
The only problem with Ceaseless Discharge is like one of his hitboxes was kind of fucked.
Yep.
But otherwise, like, he did kind of feel like he had like an exchange in terms of like dance, move, hit, dance, move, hit.
Yeah, absolutely. There was definitely a rhythm to that, which is one of the things that does make these games good, is that realistically, you know, whether you like to admit it or not, these games are a really, really impressive and bloody version of Guitar Hero. They're really beautiful and they're really set up, but like it's all about knowing the rhythm of the boss.
He says as the camera just swirls in a circle through a wet mop.
That's because I know only timings, you know. Can I get?
Nope.
Okay. All right. All right.
Like, welcome to the exact shit that was fucking with me.
Yep, exactly. What? Oh, I thought he had something to throw, and I was like, I've not seen that move before. Ow.
Ow.
That hurt. Bitch. Give me some of that back. Also, rally mechanic. Best mechanic ever. I love me some rally mechanic.
Broda says if you have the chance to play the DLC of Dark Souls 3, the last boss in the Ring City was my favorite there. I mean, we will absolutely play...
That is definitely on our list. I deserve that.
Any and all DLC associated with the games, as long as it's accessible.
Could you fuck off?
I mean...
Jesus.
No. I like how your character gets up like, are you done?
Yeah, seriously.
Like, holy shit, bro!
You mind? Would you mind?
Dying?
Yeah.
Cool.
He doesn't mind dying.
I'm gonna take that back.
Yeah, you are.
Okay.
No, that is on my list of goals as well. Is in this series, I do really want to fight Slave Knight Gale. Slave Knight Gale is debatably one of the most impressive fights to ever watch, whether it is due to the arena, the sound, the lore, or the fighting. It is one of the best. It is definitely up there. I pretty much would say, for me, based on what I have seen, I would go with Orphan of Kos, Gehrman, debatably Ludwig, depending on who you are, Maria, Slave Knight Gale, the Abyss Watchers, and I think there's one more in that game that I'm trying to think of in Dark Souls 3. But there is one more that I really do have like a lot of love for. Because unfortunately there's a couple in Sekiro. I would say basically any of the main storyline bosses are really, really good. But other than that, a lot of the other bosses are either unique or they are, you know, interesting for little mechanics. But they aren't always the best boss fights. And they shouldn't have to be. You're not going to get the best boss fight for every fight or else it's going to start to feel the same. You know, if every boss fight was fighting Slave Knight Gale or fighting Gehrman or fighting whomever, the games would actually be kind of boring because it's always the same thing. But getting the build-up of, like...
I don't know what we need for the Blades of Mercy. Skill? Okay.
It's all skill. But to go through and, like, watch how they build some of the fights is very interesting because in each of the games, they basically have bosses that will train you on mechanics. The most overt of those are all in Sekiro. The main ones are... I forgot his name. There's an assassin with a spear. That's supposed to teach you how to do the Makiri counter, because he's really hard to kill without using the Makiri counter. But there's that guy. There is Genichiro, one of the main bosses, who is basically there to show you how to block, how to like do a perfect block, and how to run down somebody's stamina. And there was one other one that was kind of like really noticeable. But they do have quite a few tutorial bosses, and I feel like in this game, the closest to that is Gehrman. Like, your tutorial boss is Gehrman, because it's like, if you can't dodge and you can't parry with the gun, he is hard. If you do not understand how to figure out his timing, and you don't understand how to, you know, move the way that he moves, you know, in the words of my buddy Carlos, if you don't know how to fight Gascoigne, like, you just don't understand him, you're not going to win that fight. But after you learn how to beat him, you can do it over and over and over again. You did I think you beat him on your first or second try last time we touched this game, after you beat it.
I think it was first.
Yeah, like, it was, you know...
I don't think I died until,
Bloodstar Beast, your favorite.
No,
no, it's Vicar Amelia.
Yeah.
Vicar Amelia. But, I mean, those are...
And she kind of fucked our day for a little while.
I mean, yeah. Well, she was the first boss that could do damage.
Mm-hmm.
Like, for quite a while, we were just, you know, since it was New Game Plus, it wasn't New Game, we still had a lot of the same stats, and, like, our ability to take a hit was fine. You know, she was the first creature that could actually, like, truly hurt. And so that they leash right away.
That's fine. I just wanted...
You just wanted the second one gone.
Yeah, I just didn't want the second one there.
Oh, I understand.
Or at least not there immediately, you know?
I actually think that skill base is going to be really interesting for you personally. Because if you go through this game, skill is what defines how much damage
your viscerals do.
Which you've always been the parry guy. You're really good at parrying. I think that I have a higher tendency of hitting perfect dodges, and you have a higher tendency of hitting parries.
Mm-hmm.
Which is like kind of an interesting dynamic that we have different, you know, strengths and weaknesses. You made a fool out of Havel when we played fighting against him.
Yeah, it's just...
And, like, I suck at fighting Havel, but there were a lot of bosses that I could just roll my way through and not care. And, you know, part of that did admittedly come from, like, I've played a little bit more, but also one of my builds in Dark Souls 3 was like, you better be a roll god or you're gonna die, because that game, you know, talking about the balance, that game is more balanced in terms of, like, longer fights. And if something hits you twice and you're the light armor guy, you're a sad panda. Usually you're a sad, you know, piece of paste on the ground. It looks kind of like any scene at the end of an episode of Attack on Titan.
Damn.
I mean, let's be honest. That's how that like everything happens in that show. Is it like, oh hey, you know this person you really liked? She just got kicked into a wall. Oh, by the way, she died instantly, and there's just like spatter everywhere.
Fuck you, dog.
Which, by the way, since you're taking me through ReZero, I expect that to also do horrible, horrible things to my psyche at some point.
Yeah, it does. It really does. There's
Take it right. Go in
Oh.
there. So, there's two ways to do what you want to do. You can either do some damage to Eileen,
and come in here and have her fall off.
or you can try and fight her.
I'm not interested in like the interesting fight against Eileen. I just want her weapons.
Okay, so then hit her a couple of times, get behind her, try and set up a visceral, and get as much damage, then ring around the rosy. She should be right around. She's like right.
She's over this step. I was just like
Yeah, checking the area out.
looking because I'm supposed to run down here and then run off to this side here, and
Because she kind of curves in funny. Silliest build in Dark Souls 3.
I'm gonna fail this so hard, by the way.
3 ultra great swords, 1 normal, 1 bleed,
Thanks.
1 poison. He would switch out and you could never tell. That is awesome. The silliest build that I have seen was
Sorry, drunk. I'll string you up like the filthy.
and we run like a little bitch. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. There's no guarantee that she will do what you want.
She's not dead.
Well, time to go down there and kill her.
She should be almost dead. She is not dead.
And is this when you grab the accordion pieces and you, like... What is that? Oh. Hey, that's Lamar. No, this is not Dark Souls. We happen to beat both of the bosses.
You know,
in
more
Dark Souls in
problematic
45
is I
minutes.
don't
Know where she
see
is.
her.
Oh, boy. Yeah, so the most interesting challenge run that I have seen so far, or, like, interesting build that I watched, was my friend Carlos did a...
I have to drop down now, right?
Uh-huh.
That's what I thought. Okay.
Was I believe it was considered a Sestos run, which is a knuckle weapon. So basically he ran around with brass knuckles. And apparently the game counts how many hits as a factor to staggering. And so he could walk up to a boss and just start laying into them with little punches. And it might not do the most damage. It eventually did. There was certain builds and certain things you did to like make a really serious amount of damage happen. But
Damn it.
he would stagger a lot of bosses, which was insane.
Fuck.
Like he just did like the build is much better than it looks. And it was always kind of interesting to see how that worked out. I know that he also tried
Come on. I got shit to do, buddy. Get up here.
he also tried doing
Fuck you.
I think he did a miracles run, which was rather annoying because you basically there's only two. There's the big problem with miracles is that in Dark Souls 3 you don't get a damaging miracle until after I think it's the second boss. So if you're like purely trying to do like a purist run of everything has to die due to a miracle, you have to do a New Game Plus. Otherwise, you have to beat them to death with the Cleric build and, like, the Cleric bell. Oh, boy.
Oh, that's not her.
I
Okay.
thought it was her, too. I was like, oh, well, that sucks.
She throws knives. She doesn't shoot a gun.
That's true.
But I'm still scared as shit that I don't know where she is.
Yeah, me too.
I know I got her to fall in the right. She's right there.
She's right there. You can firebomb her ass.
I got to be able to, like, lock onto her.
Well, you can, yeah, but you can go over to that. Like, you can drop down one, kill the rats nearby, and firebomb her. Because I think we still have some Molotovs, right? I don't think that's a good idea at all. Huh! Oh, oh, oh.
I can't move. That sucked.
That. Oh, she died though.
Okay, I might be able to go loot her still then.
I loved that last line. Did you see that?
No, I didn't.
It said, "Do you still have dreams?"
I'm in one.
No. Tell the little doll I said hello. That's really cool for the beginning of this game, and like that's those little moments where you're like, the mystery unravels. Why does she know about the doll?
Let me see if I can go loot that now.
Should. I'm loaded. Like it's a new load area, so.
Yeah, and I'm just gonna run straight there to find out.
Oh fuck yeah! Don't like. No reason to get fancy. The Seistas builds though were really interesting, and then they had the like. I think there's like a demon fist, if I recall right, which is like you kill a boss, and then that boss's soul can turn into a fist weapon, and you just beat them to death with the old king's soul, which is just hilarious.
Yeah, Thessalmar, this isn't Dark Souls because we just beat Dark Souls.
Yep, we managed to beat Dark Souls 1 in under 45 minutes with the last two bosses, including finding Hawkeye Gao, setting it up, and going in and doing the murdering. And then on top of that, we did a full dissertation on our opinions of the game, which is also fun.
Is there a shiny down there? No. There is not a shiny down there.
It might be upstairs then.
Or her body. Well, that's what happened with Broski's. What's his name?
I know who you're talking
Jura.
about. Jura, yeah. I was like, I remember his armor set. I will never forget it because it's bright goddamn yellow.
Excuse me. Yep. Oh, wait, no, that's a lantern.
There it is.
There it is.
And so now we have to go
buy it.
Grind some souls, yeah.
Okay. That's fine.
Yeah.
The important part was killing her.
Yeah.
Because fuck trying.
She's horrifying. Like, she is scary as shit. And, like, I mean, hell.
We can even get our souls back. So.
Like, we've fought a lot of enemies in these games. And she still was fucking you up. She is.
Well, shit. She
clearly is, like, set up to be, you know, hard at higher levels even. Which I really like because she is also the killer of the hunter of hunters, which I think is a really like enjoyable thing.
I don't know how much they are. I'm guessing like 10k.
It's probably closer to 4. Because I think the Kirkhammer was 3.
Kirkhammer's 3.
Yeah, so I don't think it's that much. The only one I remember being that expensive was the Chikage, but like that was a late game weapon.
We have 3 right now.
Yeah, so we should be pretty close. I'm kind of excited to get some real damage output, though, because I do kind of miss the, like, 500 damage from the big fuck-off sword. I don't think... Do you remember the name of that sword?
The one that we just used in Dark Souls?
Yeah. Have a good night, brother guy.
Black Knight's Greatsword.
Ah, okay. Yeah. That, like...
Which we might have ended up having a different experience if that hadn't have dropped. It's actually only a 25% drop from the Black Knights, which, compared to some of the weapons in that game that are like 2% chance, like, it could have been a very different experience, but...
I mean, I also don't feel like the Zweihander was going to be the end of the world. If we had just not made it divine. If we had just gone for, like, straight... like damage output upgrades, like raw.
We could have just reversed it and put it into raw damage.
Exactly. So,
is there a ladder that goes down?
No.
All right. Well, let me down. Just not all the way down, please. Thanks.
Oh, Rally, I missed you. That is the one thing across all these games that is really unfortunate, is that Rally is only in this game. Like, it is kind of interesting because, like, in Sekiro, there's a stand bar. So, like, the stand bar is very relevant, which is kind of interesting. And it changes up the gameplay, but, like, boy, is Rally just so enjoyable. Like, you know, the rewards for getting in there and being aggressive and just, like, fucking up a boss or fucking up a main enemy just so that, because you know that you have to heal, is such a good feeling. And you feel like such a badass when you just, like, rip through something and you walk out with almost as much health as you started with. That was actually part of the build in my Dark Souls 3 game, was that there's a specific sword and a specific ring that after a certain amount of consecutive hits, you will regain health. And so due to those both working together, I walked into a boss fight that I walked in a little bit hurt, and I walked out of that boss fight with more health than I did walking in, and I didn't use any healing. Which is the only time I've ever been able to say that. You can hold down circle now.
Oh god, you fucking right I can.
The little joys in life, man. Like, the ability to speed climb and speed drop is so nice. Oh, man.
Ow.
Ooh, that hurt a lot less than I expected, actually.
I agree.
Device.
Oh. I don't understand the difference. Like, what made them decide to do one over the other?
I have no idea. Like, it would at least make sense if it was like, oh, it's on the other side. It's like, okay, so the handle's on that side or something weird. You know, that'd be fine. But, like, no, I have no idea why they came up with any of the choices they did for that. I'm a sad man. Nice. He sounds like the Dark Souls 1, like, main character.
Ow.
Like, he has that, like, old man sound.
You don't work the same way as your friends.
No, he has different timing.
Hate you.
He very much has different timing. And it is kind of interesting. He fucking paused.
Yeah, I'm just leaving him.
Alright.
Or at least moving away from him for a second. Okay. You a dick!
I think it's near the bottom of the swing. I think it's not while he's winding up. I think
whatever,
it's
he's dead.
He comes down. Yeah, it doesn't matter, but you know, makes you feel better.
Fuck you.
Don't care. No hair, don't care. Oh. So then how long do you think it'll be? Like, how long do you think you can perk? Best feeling, right? Like, sliding down a ladder. What weird enjoyments to find out of a game is, like, the two biggest things right now is, like, a little bit of gameplay, whatever, but it's like, we got pebbles back, and we can slide and climb ladders quicker. Like, and I guess the bosses are, you know,
Better.
more balanced out. But, like, those three changes would have been a huge difference to Dark Souls 1. Oh, man. And now we can run straight to Mr. Gascoigne.
Mm-hmm.
Although I did hear somebody nickname him as Guacamole, which,
It's cute.
yeah, it's adorable. Did that work out better for you? Is that,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Closer to where you want to be at?
Yeah, yeah. I don't know about this, though.
That's fair.
Whichever one of you wants to get over here first.
Whichever you wants to get fucked by my pistol, I would happily love to oblige you.
Ah, lol, you can't hurt me while I'm visceraling. Ugh.
Something else I miss is the,
Oh!
I also very much miss the rune, the Carol rune, that when you visceral attack, you regain health. I miss that thing so much.
Alright, I hope it's 4,000. If it's 4,000, we have enough now.
Cool. Joke's on you, it's 12,000.
Fuck.
Realistically, you're gonna have like a +2 most likely when we leave this. Or 0.
That's cool. That's alright, they're right there.
Yeah, yeah. Please be careful.
Okay.
Don't die to this guy again and lose 4,000 souls.
I'll do what I want.
Okay, alright.
That's if he even has them. I can't tell, like, when enemies actually, like, get imbued with them.
Big purple eyes.
No, I meant, like, what triggers it.
Oh. Dude, I don't think that there's an answer to that. Dude, I almost think you should just travel back the other way. Deal with the 2 loading screens, just in case.
No, it's good.
Oh, man.
And the problem was I ran out of stamina.
That's...
And I was like, I just need to hit him. And then my friggin' Maria was like, yeah, I'm too tired.
No, I'd rather not.
I'm like way too tired to do that. And it's like, oh, all right. Well, you know, I can get behind that idea, but
like
I really wish you would hit him.
You recognize we're gonna die, right? Dead, dying, loss of life, no longer breathing. Also, I always felt like we were like a weird vampire character, by the way.
So he doesn't have them, so where the fuck are they?
Oh. I was like, that's not funny.
Yeah, that's why it's like I don't know where they are.
That whole run was just to get the souls for the Blades of Mercy. That's gonna be shitty.
And to open up the shortcut.
Sure, but like, you know, I think one happened more than the other. Oh man, I do think that you will have fun though with like the quicker weapons.
Mm-hmm.
There's something fun about that.
Moment of truth. 40,000.
Oh no.
40,000.
Oh no. And a 30 dex.
Well, I mean, by the time we get 40 fucking grand.
I mean, it's a small loan. Just invest it in real estate. It'll be fine.
Welcome. What is it?
Well, may as well set these souls on fire so we can go kill Gascoigne quickly.
I mean...
Yeah, I know. I know what I said.
Although, can we upgrade the weapon again?
Probably.
No, we're a shard short.
Damn. Oh, it's right, because in this one it goes 358.
Welcome. What is it?
Well,
Very
wasn't the
well.
last one like 1357 or something?
No, it was 11224.
Yeah, that's right.
Which is super fucking weird.
Yeah, a little bit.
Farewell, good hunter.
I feel like I'm gonna come by your house later and you're gonna be like, hey, can we go grind out those souls so that next time we play this again, we'll have the Blades of Mercy ready?
That was more than I wanted to use, but oh
Yeah,
well.
well, such is life.
I couldn't remember the numbers.
I think we'll be fine.
No, not that one.
But I will say, you know, nonetheless, congratulations on completing Dark Souls 1 and like making your way through the trilogy. Because that is the biggest hump to overcome.
Mm-hmm.
Dark Souls 2, some people play, some people don't.
That's not the... I can still get there, but
Yeah.
that's not where I wanted to go.
No, it's not. But like Dark Souls 2, some people play, some people don't. But like the biggest slog is like getting through Dark Souls 1.
Yeah, that was painful.
Mm-hmm. Well, and I will say again, every single one goes up from there. I don't care how many people want to talk about if Dark Souls 2 is bad. The way that the mechanics work and the way that the flow of the fights work, and like the little bits of information, you know, like that you can make bosses easier by putting in a little bit of extra effort. Like you do harder things to make bosses easier, and you know, the like changes to like weapon stances and things like that. All those little things really make for a more open game. And it doesn't have the like obtuse exploration. It's like I think just about every other game has kind of avoided it. Because like this game doesn't have it a whole lot. There's a little bit of like, you know, you just kind of have to know where to go. There's a little bit of it, but it's not a lot.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't feel like in Dark Souls 1 where like there's, you know, it's hidden, but there are definitely correct answers on where to go.
I'm just gonna sit at this lantern real quick, so that when I die to Gascoigne. Oh, well, never mind.
Yeah, you have to.
Yeah.
You have to reload it. It is. It's not a bonfire. That is one thing. Is that I did
like being able to teleport from a bonfire to just other bonfires and not having to go home to do it.
Yes, that is a factor, and a lot of the later Dark Souls games do make that a thing where you can just warp directly. But yeah, that is a downside of this game is the like extra load screens necessary to go somewhere. I don't really know why they changed it that way. Probably just to make it different enough, but
if I had to guess, it's probably more to do with the system.
probably
This game is only on PlayStation 4, and there's probably a reason why it just wasn't feasible with the technology.
Sure. I thought it was an exclusive though, but I guess that's
what I said. It's only on PlayStation 4.
What I guess I was thinking that like maybe Sony like paid a lot of money to make it that way, you know? It's like that's how some of those go. Ow. Although there has been talk of Bloodborne 2 for PlayStation 5, and
I hope.
please, pretty please, like, I know the one thing I want for Christmas is just for that game to get released. I'll buy it. I'll pay it. It doesn't even need to be a present to me. The fact that it exists is the gift.
Oh, hang on. Don't need this.
You don't think that you're gonna you don't think you're gonna attract him and egg him on with pebbles?
No.
Okay.
I don't think I am. Pretty sure it's dead, buddy.
I don't know, man. Gotta check twice though.
Beasts all over the shop. You'll be one of them sooner or later.
Think you're already close, buddy.
Oh, Gascoigne.
Hi, friend.
So good. So good.
Alright. See if I still remember how to fight you at all. Ow. Dick.
But his favorite is him with a fucking gun. Better than nothing. There it is.
Ooh, that skill makes a difference.
Yeah, skill is a major, like, it seriously matters.
Would you stop shooting me?
Damn it.
Yep.
What's that smell?
Please don't.
The sweet blood. Oh, it seems to me. It's enough to make a man sick.
Holy fuck.
Right?
Holy fuck.
Yeah, no, like, that
Should have built it this way the first time.
right? So there's a lot of builds that are just like blood tinge and skill specifically for the sake of like using a gun really efficiently to like murder 5 people. The only downside to doing a build like this
Is it doesn't work on every boss.
like Ludwig. Like,
Whoa.
oh hey, he's non-parryable. You just gotta hope for the best then. And you're like, well, fuck, okay.
Ow.
Yep. Didn't miss that part. There it is. So I believe you can use that multiple times too.
Okay. Well, we'll find out.
So sure. When he's not like in your face. I think it's 3 times.
Well, we're gonna find out.
Sure. God, your like spatial awareness versus what it used to be is totally different. It's wild.
Yeah, not perfect though. And incidentally, it does not work another time.
Okay.
I got it to go off, but
I think then it might be it's 3 times until he transforms. Because I know that you force an early transform if you use it twice.
Hmm.
Oh. You want to go tell the kiddo to brush your teeth?
Yeah, totally.
Sure. I'm gonna do this. I always wondered if he just like fed the birds or if he just like stands there holding the brick wondering about life. I don't understand why he's got like, his little bird friends there. Oh, wrong way. Wrong way. This way. it should be this way. Isn't there a side alley over here? Ah, fuck it, I don't care. I mean, if you could actually kill me, I'd be impressed. It'll take you a lot of work to make that happen, though, friendo. No, no, no. No, no, no. All I'm asking is that you don't murderfy me. You guys actually can if you can do it at the same time. That makes me sad. Alright. Who wants to play in the fireball, kids? Looks like a whole ton of you. Man, you guys are weird. Why would you want to play in the fireball? That fireball did shit all for hitting me folks. God damn it. That was not helpful at all. Excuse me, coming through. Sorry. Didn't mean to get in your way. My bad. Alright, Mr. Guacamole. Uh-huh. I mean, I got to him. I'm just about dead. I got one more hit, and if he shoots me right now, I'm dead.
So it's going well.
Oh, yeah. He's always one of my better fights.
I don't... no?
I mean, I know.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, except for that last part.
Oh, I thought he was about to get it on you.
I mean, damn near. Ow. What the fuck? Did I just seriously hit a gravestone?
I don't know.
I'm salty.
Isn't that kind of just your state of existence?
Yeah, it's my state of existence. I know. Please back away. Thank you. Right? It's so fan. What?
Hey,
I won't complain. I'm not complaining. I was just curious. What? Alright, whatever. That sounded really horrible. That was gross.
Good work, sir.
Sick! Alright.
Cheating bitch.
No, I don't care. He's still dead. There's a lantern down there if you want to activate it. Oh, you're... okay.
Yeah, it's like, I know. I gotta run up here anyway, so...
So every time I think about this area, I think about this video of somebody who was, like, going through, like, some sort of weird, you know, like, how to get a +10 weapon by, like, before Vicar Amelia. And they're sitting there, and they have the Vati Vidya, who is one of the biggest YouTubers to going over software lore. Mm-hmm. And he sits there, and it's him standing there, and you just hear Vati in the background saying, "A red brooch worn by the wife of Gascoigne," and, you know, in the death of his lover. And you hear, oh, he just breaks it open, and he, like, takes the gem, and he's like, yeah! And it's like... oh, that is good editing. I love that. And this is the room where we find Adriana's actually a little surprise. That is where the prostitute goes. I thought her name was Adriana.
Yeah.
Or is it the other one? Or is it Adele?
You mean later in the game? I thought you...
No, not right now. No. No, much later in the game. Don't care about you. You're not a boss. I might watch a boss animation.
Hey, look. It's the area that murders frames.
Yep.
Like, this area specifically, all the time, was just like, what's that? Frames? Fuck you! And
No, they wouldn't give you any. You were not allowed frames when we played through this area.
God.
That was the best, though. Just The idea that like you just aren't allowed to have any frames as long as it's a new area that has to load was hilarious. If you want,
you know what?
I don't think you have it yet.
God damn it!
If you want to go get one, I'm almost positive that right outside of Gascoigne's boss room, there's those 2 beasts over in the little corner. If you travel there, you can get one.
It's fine.
Welcome.
Okay.
What is it?
I was gonna say, I'm almost positive that that's
Very
one.
well, let me
30's a ways away too.
Yeah, it is. That's fine though.
Yeah.
Like, it's nice to have goals. And honestly, that is one thing that is kind of cool about the way that they do the stuff in this game is that, like, because most of the weapons are kind of meant for the later game, like, you do... It makes you plan your builds very, very early.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, you know that your build's basically going to be, like, skill and health and probably nothing else. Maybe endurance, just to, like...
Just to be able to do the attacks, like
yeah, exactly. Just so that you can do like a full flurry attack with the Blades of Mercy. But like,
especially because there will be bosses that I can't counter.
yeah, absolutely. But what I like about the Blades of Mercy is that like because you go into the 2-blade mode, you like your playstyle totally changes versus those big bosses. It was kind of like when we were using the Kirk hammer. It's like, well, it's time to use the hammer. It's not really worth it to fight this guy with, you know, just the, like, average everyday sword and a gun. It's like, no. You get the hammer because I just want to deal as much raw damage to you as possible.
So these crows over here that are guarding one.
I think so, maybe? Oh. I hate those crows. But at least they're pebble spawners.
No, madman's knowledge. Alright, gotta go buy 600 pebbles, heard.
The only reason I hated that you did that was that it made it so that it, like, stopped you from moving when you had to, like, it forced you to read that little thing saying you have too much. It's like, great, I just died because I was running away from something and picking up an item at the same time.
You're like, oh good, I'm so glad.
Glad this exists. I don't think you liked that. You should do it again. Didn't work.
Nope, sure didn't. Ow.
Was that your intention?
I mean, killing him was.
Well, with the lunging attack.
I don't know. Maybe.
Okay. Good dodge.
Honestly, I dislike these guys greatly.
Yeah. Well, it's because they're like some of the only enemies that don't really react to getting hit.
Mm-hmm.
And they do a lot of damage considering they're beating you with a cane. See, now that's a mystery to unravel for later, too. Like, that's another thing where you're like, why the fuck did that just happen?
Yeah. I know. Your dig's big. You fuck.
What? Your dig's big?
That yeah. Your big's dig. Your dig's big. You know what I'm trying to say. He's got a big schlong. Okay.
Oh man, I'm just imagining this dude with like a very, very large Bic lighter.
Sadness.
What was that you did? Oh,
I was hoping the dog would like perk up his ears or some shit.
That would have been great.
Can I go this way?
You can. There might be a puppo for you to pet soon too.
Oh, I love puppos.
Look at puppo.
Yeah, I know.
Time to go pet the puppo. Sorry about the guy with the gun in the back. He's protective of his puppo. Oh, he just wants to pet you. He wants you to pet him. Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah.
never mind. You're abusive. Okay. I also like that there's just one dude who's like, I really like hanging out at the campfire. Like, this is my jam. God. You know, so even though I am a big Bethesda fan, I really don't replay Bethesda games that often. Like, I won't sit down and replay Fallout 3 or Fallout New Vegas as much as I enjoy these games. I will sit down and replay this game.
Mm-hmm.
I do have, like,
Fuck you!
I have a friend who basically does... Wow. All right, then. I have a friend who...
wow!
You know, we were breaking down, like, as you brought up, you know, like, the different ways to rate a game. And in his opinion, the only one that mattered was gameplay. In his opinion, gameplay is king. Nothing else matters. Like, I don't really care about storyline if the game is fun. Which is, like, that's an understandable statement. I can see where that comes from. This game exemplifies that a lot, though.
Mm-hmm.
Like, because, for example, I rather enjoy The Last of Us, but The Last of Us doesn't have great gameplay. You yourself made a video explaining that yourself.
Mm-hmm.
That you don't really enjoy the gameplay of that game, even though it does have some of these other elements that people seem to care a lot about. But when it comes to this game, like, I do not, like, you do not have to care about the two things that you're talking about right now. You can absolutely just go in and murder everything, and it's still a great, fun game.
Which weapon is it that you get if you kill him?
You get the Ligarius wheel, which is just the big, like. Did you ever see that thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, because I watched, I think it was Vati video of like the weapons that are reasonable to get early, because things like the Rikuyu just aren't.
Yeah. Like the Rikuya, Simon's Bowblade just aren't, but like Blades of Mercy, Ligarius wheel, things like that. So you probably walked in there and just like beat him to death a million times.
There was a particular like way that is recommended to like try to kill him. It mostly involves like heavy attacks and parries and shit, because otherwise you just will not do enough damage.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
I just want to tango with you. I just want to play. You got a ball? You have a ball?
No, actually.
You got a pebble? I like pebble. Oh.
The pebble shaped like an eyeball, so.
No, that's fine. Dogs not play with eyeballs. You don't know. I've never owned a dog that I've ever caught playing with an eyeball, but I'm sure that they wouldn't mind it.
So what I'm hearing is you and I will forever judge ladders for every game now.
For every single Souls-like game, it's gonna be
no, just any game ever that we play. It's like, how do ladders work in this game? What? Why? It's important.
So the only game that has a shitty ladder mechanic that I can recall, or that like that does a ladder dynamic that is interesting, is in Metal Gear Solid 3. Because if I recall, you can quickly go down, but I don't recall you being able to quickly go up. And they have that giant ladder that is a loading screen that they've hidden, that they put the theme music over. And so it's like a 3 to 5 minute ladder that like you climb the whole way, and it's like the worst gameplay, but it's just this like hilariously memorable moment.
It looks like a shiny.
No.
No, I know it's not, but
you train now.
But it looks like a shiny.
You ready to go say hi to Jura?
I mean, I'm gonna walk up the ladder and shoot him off again.
Yeah, I know. Because you actually can do that. I still suck with that timing. Like, I am terrible at that timing, man.
I'm gonna upgrade our weapon again, though, because we're just gonna have to use it for a while.
A little bit, you know. I get the feeling that we're gonna kill a boss. That boss is gonna give us about 20 Gs, and that's when we're gonna do it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, when we get closer and don't, like, even if we can't use it yet, we'll still absolutely buy it.
Oh, yeah. My guess is that it'll probably be right around Witches of Hemwick.
You think it'll be that far?
I don't think of that as that far, because you basically go down, kill Bloodstarved Beast, Vicar Amelia, then Witches of Hemwick.
Oh, okay. I felt like they were farther,
no.
But we did, like, burn a whole episode of Bloodborne on Bloodstarved Beast, so...
Mm-hmm. So that's a factor. But it's I assume about 3 bosses away is how I would word that.
Ooh.
Because I was going to say Rom, but Rom feels far.
Rom can be pretty far.
Yeah. Swap to the...
yeah, I already got it.
There you go.
Nope, this is not it. Here we go.
You know, a minor thing after playing Dark Souls and now, like, running through this again.
Oh, I pulled a U.
Oh. I wish that wasn't accurate. Oh, well, that's going to be fun.
Nope, pulled a me.
But one of the things that I do enjoy... My turn. One of the things
Trying to pick up the 4K on your way by.
I'll try. One of the things, though, that I do enjoy is that this guy, you can talk to while doing stuff. Unlike, I think, any person that you can talk to in Dark Souls 1. I don't think there's anybody in the game that's like...
The dude that shot the dragon, I was able to, like, start heading down the ladder while he was talking.
I think on the second half, but you had to wait to agree, which still makes sense. That's not, you know, unreasonable, but, like, it is kind of a nice little thing to have. Oh, goddamn, we're out of blood vials again. Excuse you. Excuse all of you. You as well.
He's got our souls. I don't know why he did, but you know what? Whatever.
Like,
To the right, 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 to the right.
Didn't you want the bloodstone shard that you forgot to pick up last time?
I didn't forget. I just specifically left it there because I was going to come back and get it after we had gotten rid of...
What?
Asshole.
I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, man. Wow, that is glitched to shoot one exact spot. Why the fuck did I roll right there?
Because fuck you, that's why.
Apparently. Jesus, that was not smart. Oh, that was impressive. I do find it interesting, though, that there's basically a character that you have to interact with through an entire zone.
Mm-hmm.
Which, like, I think that's a whole...
Yeah, MacLeod. What? That's who you meant, right?
I hate you. I hate you so much.
That's who you meant, right?
Fucking MacLeod. MacLeod, who is the most annoying.
You have our souls again.
Weird. Maybe he spawns down there or something?
Oh, shit. You bitch. Give me those.
Oh, please don't die right there. That would be fucking terrible.
I'm not trying to die at all. I'm just trying to be able to fucking see.
That's fair. Yeah, the fact that... I think that MacLeod is still more annoying. Wow! I still think that MacLeod is more annoying than the Moonlight Butterfly, personally. I will give him that, like, give that distinction. I think that the Moonlight Butterfly is less annoying than MacLeod. Because, like, MacLeod sometimes would just, like, do the 1-2 punch of, like, getting you into a corner, knocking you down, and then doing a call beyond and just, like, you're dead, and you have to do it all over again. Whereas, like, the Moonlight Butterfly, it was mostly just, like, waiting until it landed, and then you'd hit it, and it didn't do anything in that time frame.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Moonlight Butterfly didn't feel rewarding, but MacLeod took, like, 20 minutes in one run.
Mm-hmm, because you just never RNG'd into the room.
Yeah, and I was trying to do different routing. I was trying to do, like, I was trying to think of anything I could do to get him to change his mode. It just fucking wouldn't. Asshole.
Speaking of assholes.
Jura! You yellow bitch.
Alright, so you're just not gonna... How far am I falling? Off. Okay.
Well, the next time you dream, give some thought.
Let me try one more.
Okay. Your goal is to get to him, and I'll just shoot him off.
I mean, that is entirely possible, because my timing is not great.
Like, if you can just get up to that middle platform, I'll climb up and shoot him off, but...
Sure. We're going to run out of blood vials doing this, though.
Meh.
That's fair. Blood vial runs are fine, and, I mean, we got 40 minutes, so...
So we're just burning out the stream, so...
Oh, yeah. Wow. That just sounds so rude to our viewers.
Hey, I can do this since it's on the PlayStation.
Oh, oh yeah, you can, huh? That's neat.
Asshole doesn't have him this time.
Don't shoot me, please.
He's gonna do what he wants.
I know. He's probably gonna shoot me, right? I'd rather you didn't do that. That'd be great.
Alright, well, we've gotten past the part that we normally fuck up at, so...
You right. You right. This, unfortunately, is a run that I am semi-used to. I just suck at remembering the left or the right turn.
Let's hope that they're just sitting here and we don't have to go figure out who has them.
That doesn't sound fun.
I wonder if they're up there.
Probably, because that's where we died from. There it is. There it is. What a great ladder. There they are.
Damn you, buddy.
Hey, you want to fight him?
I'd like actually to... God damn it.
Not do that.
Yeah, I'll run down this time.
Well, then I'll try and kill him this time.
I wanted to turn around and climb down the ladder and see if he reset.
I'm sure he does.
Is what I wanted to do, but apparently that...
locked on still.
Yeah, and so it was like, no, you don't get an interactable. And I'm like, all right, well, fuck you too. I'm also annoyed because I did it perfectly twice. The first time we climbed up here, and then when we just like, we're like, well, we still have some time. Let's just see how far we can get. And I was like, all right, well, I'll just do it again. And it
doesn't work. He's not consistent.
Yeah. Be afraid. Or don't. Or
that's a neat thing also that has been consistent across From Software games, is that certain types of beasts are just flat out afraid of fire, no matter what game. Which is kind of neat. I like that little, like, consistency across the board. Because nothing says that a beast has to be afraid of fire. It's a bit of a trope, but it's not, you know, nothing has to be afraid of fire.
Mm-hmm. He killed a thing.
I thought that was against his code. He should kill himself.
Yeah. Sounds right to me.
Or we could kill him.
I mean, that's what I'm going to try and do right now.
Okay.
Probably fail at, but I'm going to try it.
It's not like it's recorded or anything when you fail.
That's fair. Like, you're right. It's not like it's recorded or anything.
Nobody's watching. It's not a big deal. Did you swap to the gun?
I don't know.
I don't think you did.
Nope.
Glad we established that.
Also, hi.
What up, boy? That was interesting.
Didn't know you guys could climb ladders.
I was gonna laugh and see. Like, I have expected Jura to be climbing down the ladder. Just you gave him enough time. Oh, those pretty textures. There it is.
Asshole.
Pick up souls, quit out, join back in.
I'm gonna wait till I get his souls. There we go.
He should be worth so much more than 875.
Yeah, right?
He's not even worth a G. Like, that's unbelievable.
Japan Studio!
Does that mean that the entire country, like, produced this game?
Sure.
They did a good job.
That's the way most people treat things from Japan.
Yeah.
They're like, yeah, it's a thing from Japan. And you're like, okay.
Okay, cool, because Square Enix and From Software are the same things.
They're both from Japan.
Yeah, exactly, you know. What's the main dude behind Final Fantasy 7? There's like one name that I recall being important.
There's two. It could be Katase or Namada, depending on which one you're
sure, yeah, that's the
of.
same thing as like Shigeru Miyamoto and Miyazaki for this series. Like, they're totally the same people. It's all one person.
Yeah, Kojima too, right?
Yeah, oh god. Yeah, you know, like
we're gonna go back up
the
now.
team behind Mario Galaxy, Death Stranding, Bloodborne, and Final Fantasy 15.
All the same.
Same people. All the same. Now I can kill you easier.
Oh, you're not dead. Do me a favor and finish dying.
Would you please? Would you kindly?
Speaking of great games.
Great.
Hello? Oh.
That's a yeah.
Hi, buddy.
There's one real dude.
Fucking forgot about you.
Oh yeah.
I don't know what to do about you either.
I mean, he leashes. Like, if you go where you want to go, he leashes. Because that's where he leashes to.
Oh, God! Let me through! Let me through! Let me through! Asshole, go back! Go back!
Oh, boy.
Nope, fuck you all.
Oh,
Give me this thing back. Fuck you.
Oh, man. That was good. I enjoyed that.
God.
I do also like the fact that it doesn't feel like the tax is the same in this game.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there were some areas in Dark Souls where it's like, nope, you are just going to get hit. And there's just not a lot you can do about it. Like those stupid clams on the way to Seif.
Mm-hmm.
There was, like, no way to deal with that. Wow!
Fuck all y'all?
That little bastard went to town on you. Okay, both of them did. I won't pretend like it was one. It wasn't a unique thing anymore.
Yeah, right? Dicks.
Free item. Those will be relevant, too. For when we get fucked up by the next boss.
Right?
He's your favorite, right?
No.
It's like him and then, like, Abyss one, right? Well, I guess you haven't fought the Abyss one just yet.
Well, we've actually capped antidotes already. I'm pretty impressed, actually.
Because I think in the last one we didn't have, like, damn near any. I think we had to go farm for some or something like that.
Oh, no, I think you actually just tried to, like, man mode it.
Yeah, that's how that ended, yeah. Because, like, there was a... So, I don't really watch them anymore, but there's a YouTube channel called Super Best Friends Play. And they were doing a run-through of this game, and basically one of them made the argument that you aren't good at... Like, you aren't good against a boss until you can fight them without items. And basically was like, listen, sometimes the answer is like, you just don't even worry about the extra items. Just like, get in there and kill the boss before it kills you. And like, that's just how it's got to be. And like, that's kind of the approach that I've taken with Bloodborne Beast a little bit. Is like, yep, alright, I got poison. Like, not a lot I can do about that right now, but I can kill the boss. Even if I die after killing the boss is dead.
Hey, at least it's fucking better than goddamn, Toxic, yeah. Shit.
That wasn't your favorite?
No, that was
That's like the best.
stupid.
It's like that and Curse, right? Those are your two favorites?
No. You're quite wrong.
That is absolutely one of the most brutal things is when you're just walking around in the goddamn Blight Town. And some asshole just shoots you and it's like, oh, and you're toxic now. That's great. Thanks a lot. Thanks for playing. Are you just trying to farm for those 20 Gs?
No, I was actually looking to see what items were in the area, because we kind of need them at the, like...
That's fair.
Since it's a completely new run.
That's fair. I was going to say, because you're halfway there.
And we need 40 Gs, sir.
Oh, sorry. You're right.
40.
Forgot.
Yep.
Sorry.
No, you good. It's just like, if it was 20, you know, like, maybe just say fuck it, crush some rainy day shit, see how close you get.
I think that's still what's going to end up happening here, bud. Like, you're going to kill a couple bosses, you're going to get real close, and you're just going to say, fuck it, alright, set 15 Gs on fire and just buy it. You want to play against your little friend over there?
You know,
He's after our play date.
I'm considering it. Where the fuck is he?
He just walked over to the left.
I see him there.
Okay. Like, it's okay to have a little play date.
I mean, the worst thing that happens is I die and we don't have to, like, deal with Jura's bullshit again.
You're right.
Ow. ass. Oh, there's another one.
They just don't stop. I just want to know where they get the capes from.
It's not really a cape. It's like a sheet.
I mean, it could be like it could be one and the same.
This looks like it was originally planned to open.
There's a couple. I mean, there's quite a few doors in this game that like.
Are you guarding anything, buddy? Besides like yourself?
I don't remember if he is or not. Honestly, I'm not gonna pretend like I know. I think there's like a drop-off point near there or something that's like.
Hi.
Different.
Ow.
You can kind of cheese him by keeping him on that stairwell. Because he automatically leashes from the stairwell no matter what.
Oh, I see what you're talking about.
Yeah. So you can kind of like fuck with him a little bit from there. Huh. Surprised that one didn't work.
He doesn't
Give a shit.
get parried very well, though.
No. Also, it's weird that he uses the saw spear in an area filled with beasts, and he's not fighting the beasts.
Are you coming down here? No. Okay.
No. Like, he really doesn't like to.
Until he does.
Well, like, I was going to say, he...
Yeah, I know. I get what you're saying. It was just interesting that you're
it's
like...
always the timing of when I say something that I'm wrong, I know.
Huh. His behavior's fucking weird, bro.
Yeah, I don't know. God damn
I tossed it right over top of him.
I think you can actually knock him into that little area and then get some free chip damage on him as he, like, tries to get into the next spot. Like, get back to the ladder, you know?
Mm-hmm. Jesus. He's just gonna kick my ass.
I mean, he's trying. And I gotta give him credit. He's doing an okay job. He walked right into the fucking fire. What an idiot.
Ow.
It might be time to just move on, bud.
I mean, probably. I was just still playing with his parry timing.
Sure. Feels like he's about to walk into that stupid fire again.
I feel like I need to, like, not be locked on anymore. I feel like I'm about to die. Hey, I'm gonna go this way, fam.
Yep, see you later. Like I said, you got to play with your little friend over there.
Hey, hey.
Thank God.
Calm
Time to heal. Time to heal.
Calm the hell down.
There we go. That's so much better. Oh!
Hi.
I don't remember ever dealing with that thing.
I mean, it's probably because we just sprinted through here.
Well, yeah, because I know that this area, like, you can get all the enemies down below to basically fight you up here, but it's just like this giant fucking slog. See, like that.
I don't even remember this area.
It's because we ran right through it, dude.
Yeah, I believe you. It's
You'll
just
remember the altar when you get to the bottom, but, like, this is not an area that matters. What the fuck just died?
I don't know, but it was worth 795.
That's a fuck ton.
That's what Juro was roughly worth.
I
Are
know.
you still alive up here?
No. Did that dumbass kill himself?
He died fucking somehow.
I think there's a ledge. Yeah, there's a ledge right there you can walk off of. Huh. Really weird AI there. Good job on killing that guy, by the way.
Thanks.
Good AI manipulation.
I'm amazing.
I know, you're great. Is that a ledge you can drop down? That looks like a ledge you can drop down.
No.
That looks like something you can jump on.
Oh, that over there?
Yeah.
I mean, I probably have the chance to, but this just looks like death.
I don't know.
I'm just confused. Like, I was like, all right, well, fuck you, dude. We're going to leave now. And then he was like, cool, thanks. I was like,
I mean, he just wasn't getting enough out of life. You killed all his friends and all that shit, so. Oh, for a second there, I thought that was him, and I was like, oh, fuck you.
You know, if it was, I'd be even more confused, because I'd be like, okay, then what died that was worth almost 800 at this point in the game?
Fuck, I don't know. At least there's stuff this early on in the game that's worth 800.
I'm still fucking confused as shit. Like, he's dead, but...
He's dead.
From what? Why? How?
Joke's on you, a bigger beast is going to show up and attack everything now. It's worth the extra 20 Gs that you need.
Come here.
No, you mirror.
You mirror. I'm also kind of curious about, like, exiting, entering, and seeing if he drops anything.
That I don't know.
Because most of the
I mean, if you do that, all the other people spawn, though, so, like...
If I exit and...
Yes, all the enemies spawn.
Even if I just exit out and come back? Really?
Mm-hmm. You're reloading the area.
Interesting.
So, I would not recommend that right now with your 2 blood vials.
That's fair. Is there a lantern down there?
Yes, but it's a bit of a ways.
I don't remember where the lantern is down there either.
Or no. I think it's after a shortcut. It's a minute to go. Like, you can run past all these dudes and just, like, not give a shit if you feel like it.
No? Nothing?
Not even a blood vial?
I was more that, like, he just, like, I just murdered the fuck out of his friend. He's like, yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. I mean, that's exactly what happened with Jur and his friend over there. Bye! Ooh, oh.
More antidotes.
I mean, at least we have a good stockpile of that now.
Mm-hmm.
This turns into a little kill shoot if you stay in here too long. Because all the dudes downstairs start running into this hallway. Like this.
Hey, you're supposed to be dead. It's because you're angry.
Yeah. They're like weirdly.
Something else died again.
I don't know. I don't know, man. I just play this game. I don't know everything that dies in this game. Basically, all the enemies downstairs come up here. Like, in some sort of amount of time.
Interesting, okay.
Yeah, I remember running through this spot. Like, we did it down here and ran through everything. We didn't fight anything, but I definitely do remember this.
Man, I fucking don't.
That's fine.
And then heal up. We don't have any blood vials anyway.
You're right.
Come here.
You can throw a fucking Molotov at him. Make it feel all specially special.
Give me some shit.
Blood vial. That was not a good timing.
Holy fuck! He just raped me.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, sure. Let's do it. I might put Jackson.
Well, at least stop where the hunter was and see if he left anything. The only thing in his little zone there was a couple of crows, so.
Sure.
Oh yeah, I remember where the lantern is.
Mm-hmm. Hey, hey. You afraid of fire? Neat.
She's like, yeah, but my bro behind you ain't.
Yeah, you right. Bigger problem right now is the fact that we have one goddamn blood vial to hope and dream on. Nope.
I don't see what the problem is.
Nah,
Please don't jump off this bridge.
I mean, don't tell me what to do.
I mean, I'm speaking from like almost speaking to myself more than anything.
That's fair.
Like, you're the one playing it. I'm just like, Michael, don't jump off that bridge. It's
That's
like
super fair. Oh.
Yep, there. I was like, most of them drop some. Oh,
bone marrow ash.
I don't know if that was good or not.
So bone marrow ash increases the amount of damage that your bullets do.
Interesting. Okay.
So like if you're a blood tinge build that's mainly using bullets, it can be very, very powerful. But like, I doubt it'll be.
Please be on the ground.
I'm looking.
Not on the ground.
Fuck me running. I'm gonna do a couple things here.
Die to a fuckload of crows.
Yep.
Yep. Just die to a whole bunch of crows. Heard.
I mean, I was mostly worried about these assholes, honestly. So, what I want to do is at least unlock this shortcut real quick. Because then... Oh, thank God! Blood vials. Oh, that was a lot of blood vials, too. But then at least I can, like, make it so that I can go down there and find her fucking blood.
Mm-hmm.
Don't notice me over here.
He says with a bright-ass fucking torch.
You didn't see anything, okay? It's fine. Alright. Time to get systematic about this. Where the fuck are they?
So many blood gems.
I'll take it. I don't care. I don't care. I just want those I just want that blood back.
Those blood echoes.
Oh,
I bet it's on one of the big hooded dudes all the way at the bottom.
I know it is. Nope,
Oh.
it's you.
He's here.
You die. You die now.
Interesting, though, is that he was dead.
Well, yeah, but he picks them up after. Like, when he spawns, he picks them up. I was just thinking it of like, yep, you're gonna die to this asshole now. Yeah, but I definitely ran right through this area because I didn't want to deal with it. Because it's kind of this long slog where you can die. And so, instead, I ran all the way back here.
Yeah, you good.
When we did it.
I just didn't remember it at all.
And it's still this way. Fuck.
I don't think there's a lantern between here and the Bloodstarved
I just
Beast.
had that realization myself. Just gonna
And that's also why I don't remember that area at all, because the shortcut skips it.
Yep. And that's why I'm gonna try and kill these guys and get as much value as I can, so that when I go back to the fucking lantern, we can like have a good chunk of money.
I don't think he's coming out here.
I just don't want to get something like hit me from behind. That's all I worry about.
You mean like that shit?
Yeah, that shit.
So the little guys are realizing they can come outside. The big dude's still like, yeah, you know, I don't know.
Probably a literal geometry issue. Let's just
Not have that shit.
Okay.
Also, did I see a shiny like?
Yeah, there's
up,
a shiny up there.
Okay, I was like up and to the left.
That's why I'm trying to like clear it out so that we can at least see what this area looks like. Fuck! Oh, that was almost really bad.
Yeah, he's trying to do it again too.
I know. At least I got to kill him that time. Blood vials!
No.
Wanted blood vials. Come on, 35 blood vials. Just in one pickup.
How?
I think I have to go all the way to the top. I know what I have to do.
And take the fall tax?
Yup.
Just dies.
Alright. Let's see what the hell's here. Whoop. There's something over here. Whoop. That was not worth the extra run. Granted, I didn't get hurt, but still.
Not yet.
Yeah, you're right. I don't like that you're right, but you are. Yeah, that wasn't that bad of a tax, I guess. Still just annoying.
Parkour! Is there a
Parkour,
door to your
parkour.
left? Ugh. Is that a Bloodstarved beast?
I think so.
It is! Look to your left real quick. Thought I saw... No, maybe it was just one of those archways. Get a better look at that ugly bastard. I don't think we have it yet.
I was gonna say, if I have the fucking binoculars, I'll use them. Or the monocular. Yep, there's the skin flaps. There's the arms. Yeah, that's a fucking Bloodstar beast.
Nast.
Apparently there's multiples of that little fuck. Ugh. That side's worse.
Oh, cool. It gets worse.
Excuse me. This is a bad idea.
Just
Good
leave.
God. Never mind. I was gonna come over there and talk with you guys about pebbles and stuff, but fuck you. We were gonna have a great conversation. Talk about the different sizes of pebbles, different colors of the irises.
Are you like going back to the lantern now?
Yeah.
Okay.
We got 15 Gs. I don't really want to run into the Bloodstar Beast with 15 Gs.
But if you kill it, then we'll have like 25 Gs, and we'll be that much closer.
And 4 blood vials.
Yeah. What? You saying
Remember that
that's not
second
enough?
part? I think that you have a great amount of confidence in me, is what I think.
I think you should just run.
I think I'm about to do that. I'm also going to take this out again. I'm not very good at doing this run backwards, though.
I mean, after this bridge, the dangers drastically shrink, so...
I agree. It's up here, right?
Yeah, and to your right. And stick to your right.
Yep. Fuck you all?
And to your left.
Yeah. Wait.
No. Already went back there.
Did you not?
Yeah, I did.
Fine.
I totally did.
Show off. Maybe I'll set those guys on fire.
You do whatever you want.
I mean, if they jump in and they set themselves
I'm
on fire, I'm fine
still
with that.
perplexed how dude died.
Dude, I don't know. I'm actually willing to die right here. That's fine.
There's like another one over there. You guys want to go?
That's kind of what I'm thinking. Is like, we'll just come over here and play. Come on. All right, fuck it. Come on. Get in there. Yeah. No fear. Oh, blood.
It was
vials.
all worth it.
So I was
He's
thinking,
like, no, I don't want
was it worth it to you?
Yes!
All right, now I leave. Now I take my leave. And the sound of safety. Damn it.
Oh.
All the sweet blood. Well,
I'm going to spend it and go die to the Bloodstarved Beast now.
yeah, you are. Yeah, you are. But 2 games down.
Heck yeah.
2 games down, and then after, what, probably Sunday, we'll have a decision on what the next game is?
Yeah, that sounds about right. I'm
Yeah,
pretty sure it's
right
going to
in
be
that Surge.
Surgy-wurgy.
That's fine. That's fine. I am actually excited for Surge just because it's so different. It's something completely different. It's by a different company. Like, everything about it is just a very unique game in comparison. And I never heard enough about it to hear that it was bad. Because, like, Lords of the Fallen was notoriously a bad game. We'll get there.
I'm just sad that it costs so damn much. Oh, yeah, we can get her gear now. It's expensive, but we can get it.
I like the beak mask, though. Like, that is a sick, like, little piece.
Oh.
Why not just get more blood vials?
'Cause I got distracted by wanting to go look at blood gems.
Okay. I was like, but blood vials? We get like 6 of them, dude. Like 5 of them. Wait. Fuck it, I don't care about math. Math is for smart people. I just play video games sometimes.
Poor man's blood gemstone. Sad.
Right. And of course you get it in Old Yarnum where like all the sadness is like hanging out. Ooh. Gascoigne stuff. And the Grey Wolf cap. I do kind of want to get, like, I would like to have a Grey Wolf cap, like an actual hat like that. Because it's just like this really interesting and like iconic hat from this game.
A whopping 6.
Don't care. That we doubled what we had.
Because that's the novelty, right?
I mean, it helps, right? You're about to spend all of them on the next fight.
Yeah.
At least we already have antidotes equipped.
Yeah.
Oh man, I think by this time we also had the Kirk hammer.
Yeah, but we're intentionally not getting the Kirk hammer.
No, but it'll make this fight different.
Mm.
Because, like, you do have a weapon that has a different moveset, and it is technically boosting against beasts. So,
is the Bloodstarved beast a beast?
No, it's a kin. Oop, shiny.
I must obey. Oh! even more to waste.
I swear to God, if you go through 17 blood vials, I'm gonna lose my shit.
I mean, me too, because that means, like, he failed at killing me that hard.
And you failed at killing him that hard. It's a two-way street, bud.
I mean, during our, like, 2.5-hour grind against him, I was actually able to consistently get him to his...
Low. You got him to low.
To, like, the final, like, 25% when he starts just spewing poison.
Yeah, that was... The problem was just that the way that the poison interacted, like, you just didn't react in the way that the game seems to want you to, which is, like, deal with it. Just, like, keep going. Which, like... Dark Souls actually did a really good job of training you on that.
Bye! Oh. You dick. I'm glad that it doesn't, like, transfer fall damage.
Oh, that would suck. That would be so brutal. Oh my god. I am gonna laugh, though, if it ends up that in this series the most consistent thing we do is just, like, after every game we just play Bloodborne again.
That's kind of what I full well intend.
That's
probably not
totally
play
fine
through
by
it
me.
entirely.
Sure. But
just be like, alright, well, we got to the end, so what are we gonna do now?
Well, we still have that Blades of Mercy build. We're just gonna, like, go do that for a little bit and just, like, mess around.
No.
No, seriously, that's exactly what we're gonna do.
I was saying no to them.
No, well.
No. I don't remember what these are, but I'll take them. Bullets.
Something. I mean, we are at the point early enough in the game that, like, this stuff matters.
You.
There we go.
We will need those to upgrade the Blades of Mercy. Who is this?
Doesn't matter.
Alfred.
Friendo.
I don't want to summon him.
Okay. Gotta prove it to yourself now, right?
Not really. I just don't feel like summoning him.
But he helped you so much last time.
You're right, he did. But at the same time, I actually just don't feel like wasting the insight right now.
That's fair.
Actually want to pull these off.
Change to gun, maybe? Well, I guess it doesn't matter. Your offhand doesn't fucking matter at all.
Can I lock on?
Nope.
There we go.
So one of the main speedrunners of this game, Jesus Here's Toast, has called his nickname this thing Susie Skin Flaps.
Gross.
Right?
I got an idea. How about you don't do that, you nasty bitch?
That's your favorite attack, though, right?
Oh, God. Oh,
God.
Hey,
What?
Did you not clip through the fucking wall, you, like, hacking bitch?
That was impressive.
What the fuck are you doing?
I don't know.
Hacking. Come on.
This is...
What are you doing? Do something.
We've not had this kind of a fight before.
What are either of us doing? Here, have this. Okay. Here, have this.
At least you hit him that time. I'd like you to have a present. From the heart.
Come on. Get over here.
You bitch.
I saw your sister chained up over there.
I guess that's what you guys are into.
Come on. Come on.
I guess you were a twin once, weren't you? What you got going on there, bud?
I don't know. I'm gonna pick these up.
Okay.
Just because I know they're here.
But can't you hear the music mounting? This is serious.
Wow. God, you are doing nothing.
Yeah, but the second that he does something, you're going to be really upset at how much of it hits you.
Ow.
Like I said.
I'm gonna need you to fucking not, bro.
Just for a moment or two.
You know, the problem is that at this point in the game, the poison legitimately hurts.
Yep.
Oh God. Oh,
well,
God.
It was nice seeing you.
Yeah, right? Here you go.
You got 3 minutes, man.
You got one run.
Okay, I'll give it one run. This is gonna be bad. I'm gonna die so fast. I wonder if I can do it in under the 3 minutes.
Die?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure.
I mean, probably off that little ledge off the side on the way here, but, you know, same thing.
Crickety crack, man.
All right, boys. Guns up, boys. Let's do this. Leroy! Can't.
Did it work?
No. Not yet. I don't think it worked when they did it. Like, I'm almost 100% positive that they recreated that moment because of how badly they died and how funny it was. Nope, to the right. What terrible thing did you just see on the internet?
So, my friend Ross is playing through Legend of Dragoon for the first time.
Okay.
And
which is on your list of, like, great games, right?
It's pretty damn good.
I was gonna say, that's, like, one of your games of, like, yes, this game is great.
And I get a message, welp, I'm renaming my dick.
What?
Yeah, right? And it's a picture of him fighting an enemy in Legend of Dragoon named Assassin Cock.
Well, that's something new. Assassin Cock. Jesus Christ. That is a new one, though. I haven't heard that one yet.
Yeah, right? So, henceforth, you're going towards
going the
like, Parle or something. I don't even know where the fuck you're going.
That is the back end to where Parle is. Don't do it.
He's gonna do whatever he wants to you.
Yeah, but you know what I don't want him to do? That.
So precious. Fluffy.
I mean, you're kind of right. But I don't agree with you either. I just want that stated. While I don't think that you're wrong, I don't agree with you. Alright. Here we go, boys. It looks like there's... Oh, I thought there was like a corpse in front of the fog, and I was like, well, that's new. Never seen that before.
Oh, Lord, he coming.
Look at that thought over there.
Yeah, get on that booty.
Like, I know parts of this fight very well. There are some other parts that I suck at, though. As we saw for 2.5 hours last time we played this.
Like what to do when he's like in a wall.
Yeah, that's a part of it. I missed.
Yeah.
Ow.
It's kind of a bummer that you missed too.
Yeah, I agree. What up, girl?
You got a hit in.
Trying.
First one since he went to phase 2.
There are some parts of this fight I can do quite well. There
Yeah,
are some parts
you're doing
that I
great.
just suck at, though. Like, no!
Didn't you say this boss is parryable?
I don't know. I'm not really in the mood to find out.
No, I'm not saying try.
I was gonna say. Oh. Fuck. Double fuck. That's the wrong one. Not that move. Hate that move.
All right, you're back on track. You know, one nice thing is that you did at least hit him with the Molotov when you threw it.
Yep.
Yeah, see, I was able to get to this part a lot where...
Fuck! Wrong one. Fuck it, whatever. Let's just do this. Oh, thank God I wasn't near that.
And, like, while I even understand how this final form works, I still just suck at it.
Oh, I agree. Like, nothing against you, but it's not... This is just not one of your best fights. Fuck. Fuck!
Yep,
Fuck!
that sucks.
Yep, such is life.
Think you would have gotten him if it wouldn't have been for that little hiccup.
Yeah,
All right,
yeah.
anyway, this is Two Dead Dudes. Go live on Thursday, 6:30 p.m. Elastic Standard Time, 7:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We are playing through the Soulsborne subgenre of video games. I'll just drop it in here again in case I don't actually know how Twitch chat works.
At least you're honest.
Currently, I'll just vote for all of them to not affect the actual numbers. Currently, see previous responses. The current vote is significantly in the Surge's favor. But you're more than welcome to vote. There's actually not a limit to how many times you can vote, and that's why I know that, like, 15 of these are Tony.
Oh, well, that's good to know.
It was the same way on the first one.
That's fair.
Anyway,
Oh,
yeah,
Jesus.
so please vote on that. We'll be starting up whatever is the chosen game next week, most likely the Surge. We'll blast it out and see what happens, though. In any case, everyone, yeah. Bye-bye!
Bye! Have a good night.
To channel Mark.